I'm on the block with the gang. Okay, all right, we're here. Hey, what's going on, people?
What's poppin'?
We're here. It's crazy. This is a nice little, I guess, impromptu episode, but it's still episode 29. Welcome to No Cooldown podcast, man. You already know what time it is, man. Your host with the most, that man Trip. We're in the building alongside my podcast partner, the Bodega Baron One Easy. How you doing?
I'm chilling. Can't complain.
And with us today, gracing the No Cooldown platform, you know what I'm saying, talking a little bit about this week's topics. We got two special guests, couple homies from Growth. First and foremost, Grizz on 13th. Please introduce yourself.
How you doing, guys? I'm Grizz on 13th, content creator and rapper. Thank you guys for letting me on the cast randomly, So, look how this turned out. Yeah, what's up? Ready to talk about some video games and have some hot takes.
We gotta do it, man. Make sure y'all check out Grizz on all platforms, including audio platforms, man. I heard he went crazy on a song called Rain, you know what I'm saying, recently. I heard he went stupid.
Yeah.
I heard he went stupid.
What kind of crazy, Thank you,
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hey, and of course we have another guest with us, of course, another Growth homie, Charles the Sauce, Charles the Hiatus. What's going on, dog?
What's poppin'? I mean, it's like my third time here, bro. I appreciate the invite, bro.
we're gonna have an official sit down with everybody. I promise. We're gonna have the official like half and half. Like one's we talk about topics, the other one like actually talking about the career perspective and shit. We're gonna have a 30 for 30 with y'all soon, but these impromptu joints I still appreciate y'all coming through for. All right.
Ross is like the hardest working man on hiatus. It is funny because he's like,
oh
I'm
God,
on hiatus, but he's like every podcast and shit.
Every podcast.
Facts.
Hey. The streams may be on hiatus, but the grind don't stop, bro.
Grind does not stop.
I was about to say this man got a strained funny bone and shit. He's like, yeah, man, I'm gone, bro. I can't. Listen,
I gotta get my social battery replaced. My last one broke. So.
Oh, fairsies, man. Listen, all these extra guests and stuff coming on the pod, all this talent gracing us to talk about these topics this week. I need to rate this shit 5 stars real quick. Hey, make sure I go. You know what I'm saying? Apple and Spotify, rate it 5 stars. Tell a friend and tell somebody. Go tell your grandmother, then tell us again to go tell some more people. Rate that shit 5 stars. We here. All right. We got a lot of topics to get through.
Like it on Wutaku's channel.
Facts. And like it on Wutaku channel. Facts. Do not forget that, man. You know what time it is, man. You know what time it is. All right. We got a lot of topics to get through, but as we do on No Cooldown, we like to warm up a little bit first, even though there is no cooldown after that shit. I know. But hey, listen. Grizz, you ready?
Yeah, what's up?
Charles, you ready?
I'm ready.
When you ready?
Born ready.
Let's warm up then. All right. First story of the day. So in a statement earlier today, actually this morning, Sucker Punch Studios came out and dispelled all the rumors and chatter of potential comebacks for 2 of their major IPs. Now, they stated that they are focused on their next project that's in the works right now. And while the door will not be closed forever, they said they have no current plans to revisit the infamous or Sly Cooper series at the moment. So, well, for one thing, when I got Cash App.
I know you just invited me, but I gotta go cry. My bad, bro.
We'll get to you in a second, Charles. I'm gonna say,
like, what?
When I have Cash App, I have Zelle.
Get your dollar, bro.
Get your
dollar, dog.
That was quick, baby. Let's go.
Forgot what I bet.
Y'all put a bet?
Morning. Yeah, I bet. I was like, it'll be Sly Cooper or something that's gonna get announced, and I don't know why, because I'm usually like not thinking that something good is gonna happen, and I guess I was on something on Friday because I bet that Sly Cooper would get announced when I know damn well we're gonna be disappointed. So I will send you your dollars there.
And hey, listen, I'll take that, man. You know what I'm saying? It might be like $1.06 to avoid the tax. Inflation is just crazy. I just need $1, but
We never seen no inflation.
Listen, I don't know how these apps moving nowadays. I don't know how these apps moving. But anyways, man, let's open the floor up, man. Charles, you almost walked up. How do you feel about Infamous and Sly Cooper getting the boot for now?
I'll just say this: Sly Cooper is my favorite game franchise ever. Sly 2 is my favorite video game of life. And for don't get me wrong, I appreciate Ratchet and Clank having the shine and the buzz and popularity that it does now. I just feel like Sly Cooper deserves some of that shine. the series was great. The story was fantastic. I feel like if you bring back Sly Cooper, not only do you revamp your core fans, but you bring in new people who are, of course, younger, who didn't get to experience Sly Cooper in a remastered format. Bro, you're just asking people to give you money. In my mind, that makes perfect sense, but I guess it didn't fit the business model, unfortunately. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Grizz,
it's sad. It's
I'm
sad.
about to say, Grizz, how you feeling about this? They getting dropped like that?
Man, you know, the way Charles feels about Sly Cooper is how I feel about Infamous. My uncle had his PS3, and I would sneak in to play Infamous.
Mm.
And not to lie, I brought a PS4 strictly for Infamous 3. Strictly. So to hear that, I'm not gonna get these games on the next gen system, after we had a break from them for so long, it's kind of devastating. I'm not gonna lie. And
Yeah.
The thing about Infamous 3, right? Infamous 1 and 2, we had the same protagonist, same powers, they just added to whatever. Infamous 3 showed me that, like, especially with the DLC that came out, it showed me that these dudes can make any power a game about anybody with any power. Like, I thought we was gonna keep getting the same.
Super
I think his name
wide.
was Cole, right?
Yeah.
Right.
First
Cole?
one was Cole.
Yeah, the first one was Cole McGrath. Yeah, other one was
like,
Delson.
Okay, we're gonna keep getting powers. I thought we was gonna just keep getting the electricity powers, and I couldn't understand that got fried. But they was like, Infamous 3, we're gonna do something completely different. I'm like, wow, this opens up. They can do anything now. And I don't know. I just kind of miss those days of those third person superhero action games, Prototype, Infamous, those
Shout out
games.
Prototype. Shout out Prototype.
Yeah.
Those were kind of my favorite games in my, early teen years, 15, 16. So I don't know. I just think this is kind of like I'm conflicted because they're getting a new IP, which is one thing I always complain about in the game space. No new IPs. It's just really disgusting. We have to lose 2 loved IPs to get 1 new one.
Yeah,
I feel that. When how you feeling?
Like I said in the last episode, to me it's kind of like it is what it is. Whatever this new IP, sure, but like now that people know what you sacrificed for this said IP, it's gonna be met with criticism. I'm excited to see what it is. Hopefully, it's something that can fill the void that we've been missing from both of these IPs. But I'm gonna let them cook. Sure, you show me, and I'll let you know how I feel. But right now, I'm not really in a happy spot with Sucker Punch.
Whatever this game that they're doing has to be 10 out of 10 crazy. This is information they just did not have to tell us either. That's the crazy part.
They shouldn't have said this, but people kept asking. That's the thing, though. You know, gaming fans, bro, they not gonna let it go. And I know sometimes I'm in the same place. I'm in the same bucket too. Sometimes I'll be like, "Hey, where's that though? Where's that, dog?" You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell us. Go ahead, Charles.
Bro, but like, no, on that fact that people keep asking proves that there is a demand. Like, and you're not listening. You're not listening. You're clearly not listening. I understand you want to create a new IP. You want to start fresh. Take a chance. Take a leap of faith. But like, you could do that, but still give us either Sly Cooper or Infamous, like Grizz said in Infamous 3 or Second Son. They created a whole new power set for our MC. And you could do the same thing for this new game. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel like if y'all didn't make Watch Dogs, then we could have got some great games. Like, if Watch Dogs, no, I'm not make, but if Watch Dogs, hot take kind of, didn't get the love that it got, then we would have these IPs. But and then Watch Dogs Legion fumbling kind of like, I think, messed it up for like Sony Sucker Punch as well, because Legion did not do well, unfortunately.
So are you saying like that?
Does the genre
companies are probably afraid to delve into that genre?
Okay,
yes.
okay,
I think Legion was the the straw on the camel's back that said, all right, we can't really do anything like this anymore in like an Infamous style game. And I think that also because Infamous is related to the success of Sucker Punch Sly Cooper, Sly Cooper got brought in as well. It's like, you know what? We got to take a chance and step back. So
maybe on the business side, there's something about these games that we don't know. Like maybe there's rights to Infamous character or the name Infamous. Maybe Sly Cooper's rights are jumbled up. Maybe the publishing has about like, because who published Sly Cooper? I mean, you know what I mean?
I can tell you.
Yeah, you know, so maybe the publisher has like 50% rights to Sly Cooper, and Sucker Punch is like, we publish games now. We don't really need
it was all Sony. Yeah, it's all under Sony. Yeah, it's all under Sony.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll tell you. Let me jump in. No. Let me jump in. I got you. This is why I think that they're going the route that they're going. Okay. So over the past few years, especially the last couple, we've seen PlayStation have this initiative of we want to have PlayStation in every ecosystem beyond gaming. They want to go beyond gaming. They want to go to TV. They want to go to movies. They want to have these big, expansive franchise and IPs that people can recognize, whether it be toys, games, movies, TV screen, blah, blah, blah. I feel like that they're creating this focus, a bit of a narrow-minded focus, a bit of a fixation on getting major IPs into those spaces. Last of Us, you see they're making a TV show. They're making a follow-up game to capitalize on that marketing ploy of, the Last of Us TV show being out, then the multiplayer, then the remake and stuff like that. Naughty Dog, most of Naughty Dog's time, you know what I'm saying? Like, who give
Can't wait to play the same game a fourth time.
Exactly, bro. But you see how most of their time's being wrapped up around that whole IP because they want to push it in every medium. You see how God of War's about to go. Ragnarok's coming. They said they slated a TV show that's on the way. They're wrapping all their time for Santa Monica into that. And I think it's going to happen to them too, but with Ghost of Tsushima. That's why I said Ghost of Tsushima 2 is going to be on the way. That's the IP that they're working on. I don't think it's necessarily going to be new. I'm not mad at Ghost of Tsushima, but they've already slated a TV show. They've already slated the sequel, which I think is going to be that next game. And they're starting to wrap up their time to make this expansive major IP that everybody can get into. They're going to do Horizon. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it with God of War. They're already like it's gonna be like in turns, bro. That everybody has their whole fill. You see, they just started with Uncharted. They just had the whole Uncharted thing that just came through in theaters and stuff. And that was like the first little range. You know what I'm saying? Like, but regardless of reception, I'm just saying, they're still gonna make that push, and that's why some of these IPs that people want to come back or they want new IPs, they're gonna suffer because PlayStation's focus now, to me, is going to be making these the starting 5 players or the starting 11 in a football match, make them as big as they possibly can be without worrying about developing the young talent. That's what I think it is. It's more so
an interesting take, Trip.
Yeah, because I just think it pulls together like that. I just think it pulls together like that from what we've seen over the last few IPs getting pushed in media in general, not just games, and how PlayStation's been moving towards, again, just different markets. They've been real aggressive on TV scheduling, like scheduling series. They've been like mad aggressive on, PC stuff. They've been trying to get as far out as possible. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get into as many different lanes as possible to make sure that PlayStation brand is recognizable everywhere and is like attributable everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They want those brands to be global household names, and that just feeds back into their major stars. You know what I mean? And that's why less of a focus is going to be on like smaller IPs or IPs that haven't been like emergent in a while, like like an Infamous, like a Sly Cooper.
So to feed off of that that IP, as far as specifically God of War, they took a chance. The space and the time between the last major God of War game, God of War 3, versus the new current RPG style God of War, they took a chance on a character and a game format that they didn't know how the reception was going to be, but they took somebody that was a fan favorite in Kratos, and they said we can make a revival of Sony with this character. I don't understand why they keep doing this for Uncharted. I don't. And I feel like if you take Nathan Drake, I'm sorry, hot take, I know. If you take Nathan Drake out of here, give us Sly Cooper the same way you should be giving us Jack and Daxter. Like,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I don't understand the chokehold that Nathan Drake
But-
has on like
You
video
know,
games, but they need to
he's-
take a chance and restyle these these
You know, you
games.
say that, right? And I'm starting when Trip said what he said, it got me thinking, right?
Okay.
You ever heard the concept like in anime, right? Anime are nothing but 12-episode commercials to sell merch.
Yeah.
Make people read the
Yeah.
manga.
I've heard that before.
Make people buy figures, etc., right? So Trip saying that kind of sparked in me like, damn, okay, that is a good point because if we focus on one singular thing, we can make this multiverse to have people who are not hip to the game come back and buy the game, right?
Mhm.
Which is sick, but it makes sense. If I have a PS5, I never played Last of Us. I see the show, I watch the show. I'm like, damn, I want to play the game. Oh, this come from a game. I got a PS5. Go on there, buy it on PS5. Now they have a new fan. Now, is that a very expensive backwards way of doing that? Maybe, but I mean, it creates this ecosystem for them. Now,
Yeah.
No facts.
what you said, Charles, makes also sense, but this is the difference. I'm starting to see a pattern with the games that are kind of blowing up in the Sony space. They're very, I'm not gonna say grounded, but they have like this rustic type of vibe. Horizon, Tsushima.
That's the survival element, the gritty survival element.
Gritty, rough and tough type of vibe. Maybe Sly Cooper doesn't fit that model for them anymore.
I mean,
You know?
don't get me wrong. No, I mean it's a pure stealth game, so I understand that.
But
like,
not even that though. I'm talking about like the cell shading, the cartoon. Because
no,
Yeah,
for
he needs
like,
the art, like the style of it.
in
The
art,
style.
if we're going art style, I think Sly Cooper is literally perfect because like if the entire business model is to mainly sell toys because we know toys are probably the biggest commodity when it comes to these businesses. Sly Cooper is perfect, and you have a trio of 3 heroes: Sly Cooper, Bentley, and Murray. And it's like, what are we doing? These are the most, I think, attractive art styles for children to sell toys. I have a raccoon, I have a turtle, and I have a giant hippopotamus. And you're telling me that you think that Nathan Drake is more attractive to children than these like cartoonish animals? Doesn't make sense in my mind. But I
don't think
get it.
I don't think they're aiming for the kids. I think they're aiming for the 14 to 18-year-old kid who my bad, I fucking opened the package, my bad. I think
He's been exposing his male live on pod.
I think they're aiming for the 14 to 18-year-old demographic who is going to grow up to the 21 to 28-year-old to buy the game. Maybe they're not aiming for the 8 to 10-year-old kid like they were back in the day. And, which Sony idea is probably if we have one studio focus on one game and maximize on this one game, then maybe, this will be the banger and we can have it into the ecosystem. Like, if you think about it, Sony has had 5 consistent bangers that they could keep pumping out for the next 10 years. Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Uncharted, Last of Us.
Wait, what happened?
I will say this to back up Charles's point, because I understand what you guys are saying about the rustic look and it being like, yo, this is what they're trying to do. Ratchet and Clank is still very much a big Sony
Very
flagship.
much.
Yeah,
very
that's
much.
why I say, but I
had
don't.
a point for that. I had a point for that.
But are they making like? Are they making that in like
look
the
at
big
the
starting
support.
lineup? You know what I mean?
Look at
They
it.
just
No,
made
but
a movie though. They just.
I
they
mean,
moved it-
that and
But
Rift in
listen.
Time. Yes, that's true. But you know what I'm saying? Okay, so it's
look
like
at
that
the
fills up
support
the
game
that fill up the
got,
slides.
and look at the support the movie got.
They're
not really- They're not really talked about. Maybe that was them risking.
But I will say this though. I will say this: Ratchet and Clank came out before Uncharted. That was the first movie
Yeah.
that got
No,
pushed.
Also
I'm hip.
fact.
I'm hip.
Yeah.
This business model, this new idea that Trip is kind of theorizing, could have been for the last 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, and if we already had Ratchet and Clank in development, right? Might as well put it out for the new system. You know what I'm saying? Try to get some nostalgia money. Try to get some kids if we can, but not in 2020. This don't really, or 2022.
Bro,
this don't
Uncharted
fit our
4
model
came
no
out
more.
May 10th, 2016. We don't need this no more. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I don't need no more nostalgia
listen,
for this goddamn franchise.
Listen,
I'm
it's
sorry.
money now. They made too much money now. Listen, you see, it's just like a cash cow cycle to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, listen, one brand's gonna be heavy in prominence. All right, Uncharted already had their time in the sun. They already were the cash cow for at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? They'll drop a movie, they'll come back eventually and get their bag. But whatever, that happened.
They
now
it's drop a whole remaster.
You know what I'm saying?
PS5.
And then God of War had a stint. You know what I'm saying? They was all out in the sun, and they'll probably come back with Ragnarok and then the TV show that they'll drop. That's cool, but they sub in and sub out. Right now, it's Last of Us time, bro. You see, Last of Us gonna drop in the fall with the remake. It's their time to be the big cash cow leading the line. You know what I'm saying? Like
Uncharted though.
I'm just saying it's that cycle of the big brands making their presence and expand. They're trying to expand on the biggest brands that they have instead of actually work on the IPs that are maybe forgotten or left behind. That's all I gotta say on that. But all right, the final point, because we gotta move forward, y'all. Hold on.
I don't agree with their business.
Grizz, last thing. Go ahead.
You know, subconsciously talking about this made me realize why I don't play Sony games as much as I used to. I don't want to see rustic ass fighting games. I don't want to play. I tried to play Horizon, bro. I was like, bro.
You know what would change that?
What?
A great stealth game with a fantastic story.
Listen.
They said it's gone, bro. It's gone.
You know what I need? I need Blinks. Y'all remember Blinks the cat?
Blinks? Yo, that's a throw. That's a throw.
Please.
Blinks, bro.
Give this man his medicine. He's delusional.
Oh, this man said Blinks. Hey, yo, listen, bro.
It's gonna be all right, Grandpa.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be all right. Listen, we'll spin back to this another day, but Sucker Punch, man, that's wild, bro. That's wild. We're gonna move on, man. Wait, make sure you got my dollar, man.
I'm dead.
But see, we only one topic in. Look at that, they pouring their soul out, bro. That's why I bring guests on here. That's why we do this, man. Look at these wonderful guests. We only one topic in, bro. That's value, man. Rated 5 stars. 5 stars. Stop playing with us, man. Thanks. All right, on to the next topic. This is just a pretty little funny story. So there was this Nintendo investor call that happened, I think maybe a week or two ago, and someone basically just got on the call to ask a question, and they were just pressing him over F-Zero. So he literally just stopped. He got his time to speak. He was like, "Hey, so what's happening with F-Zero, guys? What's going on with that?" And so they found the guy who he chose to remain anonymous, and he only goes by the name Momiji. By the seams, and he basically invested $40,000 or 5.6 million yen to get 100 shares, which is the minimum buy-in to actually be on those investor calls. And he did all that just to ask about F-Zero. He's a diehard fan. He said he feels the speed. You know what I'm saying? He was really for F-Zero, and he went this way just to ask about it. How do y'all feel about that, man?
What a
this is the type of dedication we need in the gaming industry as fans. This is that type of energy. You need to be the change that you want to see.
That's a Chad move, bro. Man, man dropped 40K to press out investors. I love it.
A whole year's salary. It's just yo, what are we doing, y'all?
That's tough. Shout out to Momiji, man.
Crazy,
shout out to my man.
Yo, we need another F-Zero, bro. I think the last one was on GameCube, bro.
And
I think so.
Oh yeah, it was on GameCube. It was.
Bro, that game was adrenaline racing, bro. I loved F-Zero, bro. And you know the crazy thing is, I only play F-Zero because of Captain Falcon. I'm like, what game is this?
Yo, facts.
And in that point, I don't think that an F-Zero will ever be successful.
Oh my god!
No, now I know. It sounds crazy. Captain Falcon, in my opinion, will only be popular again in Smash. I don't think there's any media form in which Captain Falcon will be successful. I'm sorry. I have to go there.
Momiji about to come smack the shit out you.
He's about to drop the game on the podcast.
Facts. Hey, yo, facts, bro. Hey, you can hit us up on the PayPal. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong.
No Cooldown pod at gmail.com. Hit us.
I loved F-Zero, but I don't think that it will thrive in a in a culture that's
an updated Switch title. I feel like people will go crazy for. Honestly, I think
Bro,
it hit
F-Zero
a good
Mario
stride.
Kart, bro. We got Mario
hit a good
Kart,
stride.
bro. I don't know. We got Mario Kart.
Okay, but see, but
It's
Mario
not the same
Kart,
game, but it's not the same, but it's the same, bro.
it feels a different niche though, right? Like what F-Zero be
Nostalgia, sure.
No, I'm not even gonna say nostalgia. F-Zero will hit. It won't be a hit like a new Mario game, obviously. If you're saying that, I 100% agree with you. But for the niche 1 to 2 million people who love F-Zero, bro, who have a need for speed, who like Sonic games,
It's gonna get a bag. It might catch a
You
little
know-
bag.
But Sonic, I mean, Captain Falcon's not Sonic. But you know what Nintendo should have done
what?
in that new expansion pass that they were doing? I forgot what it's called for the Nintendo
We should have put it in
subscription.
there.
Put that in there, and you
Yeah.
would have made a
You
lot
get-
of people happy.
You get your metrics too to see how many people are
True.
interested in the
Exactly.
Yeah, but they you already know how they are about any of
It's
their
a
old
good litmus
catalog,
test,
bro.
yeah.
game.
You know they not gonna put any of their stuff from the old catalog on the eShop or nothing. Not a damn thing unless they like do it in like
I
specific
need a new
small
F-Zero,
bundle.
bro. I
You know what I'm
just
saying?
love those type of games, bro. It's you know, I like to feel something when I'm playing video games.
I feel that.
And F-Zero is an adrenaline rush, bro. You like the game just feels like it's moving fast, and you're just like every split decision. And I don't know, man. I was talking to one of the homies. It's funny that this story came up because I was talking to one of the homies. That's it, bro. F-Zero on Switch would be crazy. He's like, yeah, we never get that. My boy Momija felt, my man Momiji, how you say it? Momija?
Yeah, Momiji.
My man Momiji felt the same way as me, man. And I gotta shout out the super chat, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things you can do with 40K, but
To ask a question though.
To
To
ask a
ask a question, bro. You could have went to Reddit for that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Granted, you know, he is a major shareholder now.
Facts.
Yeah.
He got
Yeah.
point. I mean, he had his
It's
question.
not
He
like-
had his concern.
Yeah.
He had his concern. All right. He had
his
he has
company.
facts.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on, let's be real.
But
yeah.
no, but don't
Protecting my
get me wrong though. Don't get me wrong. I think that Momiji, big
Yes.
dick energy. Big
Yeah.
dick
Yeah.
energy. Drop 40 seconds to ask the question, bro. I
Absolute.
respect it. Like that man is goated. Like put him
Listen.
in the fandom hall of fame. Like that man should have a statue of himself in
Facts.
front of Nintendo, like on a computer asking, "Where is F-Zero, bro?"
He put racks up. He put racks
He
up to
put
ask a
racks
question.
up.
Just to ask a question. That's
Bro,
different.
and
That's
I
different.
respect that. I respect
different.
that. Money talks. Money talks, bro.
Super
Money
fucking
talks.
Chad, bro.
And now
Not
he owns
lying.
part of the company. Like, come
Facts.
on, bro.
Facts. That's balling on a different level, man. Shout out to Momiji. We out there, man. We see you. We see you. All right. Moving on to the last story of the warm up. So, chatter's going around over the past few days that EA may be working on a brand new Marvel game. So, things been real tight-lipped. There haven't been really any other rumors that have like leaked out or seeped out over this stuff. But you know what I'm saying? It might be tinfoil hat time. I just want to know from y'all, what do you think? What studio should get this game at EA, and what game
Dice.
should it be?
Okay,
So
listen,
Grizz, argues your Dice, man. Dice. Okay, so so your studio's Dice. So what's the game?
Studios Dice, and it's gonna be a Agents of Shield war game where you're fighting Hydra.
That would go kind of crazy.
Okay, this man's gonna make Avengers Battlefront. Avengers Battlefront 1.
You're Agents of Shield,
But that
and
doesn't
you're
sound
going
crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
It could be a little third person blicky, like, you know what I mean, like you're more of a spy, kind of like you doing background work with Black Widow, where you're reporting to Nick Fury. You know, do some different shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey, listen.
Okay, imagine this.
It's
Imagine this.
Interesting. Go ahead. Let's set
Imagine
a scene,
this.
bro. Sell it.
It could be Fallen Order, right?
That's not made by Dice.
That's not. I know, but it's made by EA. It's published by
Yeah,
EA, right?
go
Okay.
Yeah, Respawn.
okay.
No. Yeah.
Respawn. Okay, so
Yeah.
Fallen Order mixed with a Battlefield game.
Nigga, how difficult is that gonna be?
I know how you feel about your Battlefield, Win. I'm sorry.
No, but I'm saying that would be Battlefront. Fallen Order and Battlefield would be Battlefront.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Boom.
Dice game.
Boom.
Yeah.
There we go.
So okay, so you just circled around all that to say Avengers Battlefront, Avengers Battlefront 1.
But a storyline though.
All right. Okay.
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 A
Okay.
storyline.
Fair.
That's why
With
I
an
said
actual, with an
Fallen
actual
Order
narrative.
storyline.
Fairsies.
Yeah.
Fairsies. Okay. Okay. That seems interesting, man. All right,
Mhm.
Charles, you got the thinking cap on, man. What's going on? So, what's the studio and what type of game or what's the game focused on?
All right, I think Loki. I would. Oh, all right.
He's a good character.
Low key. Yeah.
You know, I would trust despite the last game failure, BioWare, right? Okay.
That's a
BioWare
good one. That's a good
as
one.
a let me see. I think BioWare would kill a karmic based Marvel game.
hmm
So if this is like Spider-Man finds the symbiote for the first time, I think they will go crazy on a karmic based Spider-Man game.
Mm.
Let me see. I think they can also do really well at like an Ultimate Alliance type game. Where they have, team synergies, you grab the heroes, combos. I think BioWare go crazy as long as they didn't do open world or attempt to do any type of open world.
What about Mass Effect? But you're a new recruit of the Avengers.
At Shield,
Now-
that would go crazy.
Now, listen.
That
This is all I'm gonna say. As long as there's enough space after Mass Effect 4, let them develop Mass Effect first, and then we can speak on this. That's my only caveat.
I'm not gonna
Just
lie.
let them do what they do on Mass Effect.
Random hot take: Mass Effect is drama that has some of the best combat ever. But
Oh no, that's no.
It was
From
fun.
what I've heard, people said that's the best in the series of the gameplay in terms of actually
best
just
gameplay ever. Just
Yeah.
story was.
gameplay.
story was
There we go.
yeah gameplay. That's
But
why people
yeah.
make the distinction. I gotta play for myself still, but that's what since it dropped, that's what I heard. Like everybody said the gameplay was super fire. That's the best they've ever felt. For
I don't
Mass
hear
Effect,
that. I don't hear enough people say that. That's
which
my
is
problem.
tough
It's
because
way
niggas are always
funner
shitting on
to
the story.
Yeah, it's way funner to shit on something than it is to talk good about about the good parts.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah. When
To
how you
make
feel?
mine fast, it would be, man. I don't want anybody touching anything on that side.
No, literally.
Fucking, we'll do respawn. All right, you're gonna give me respawn, and we're gonna go respawn. And fuck, this is tough because there's just a lot of Marvel IPs that I would really like, but I just don't know how well they could pull it off. Oh, I'm gonna go respawn. I'm gonna go Wolverine, and we're gonna go with the story arc of him losing his healing factor. That would be the plot, because obviously he's a broken ass character, so you wouldn't be able to oh, he heals everything. What's the fucking point, right? The whole point is he lost the healing factor, kind of like in the movie, and you're just slowly getting it back, and you're getting your character.
That would go crazy, Win. That would go crazy.
It would be.
I'm sorry, wait,
it would be
run
in the
that-
same vein of
It's
So,
Jedi Fallen Order, but Wolverine.
Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order with Wolverine. Healing factor reduced significantly to the point where he can die or whatever, and that's how he comes back to life. Is he heals himself up and finds himself back at a save point or whatever the fuck. Is that's the way that works.
That would go crazy.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
But I don't want EA making any game.
Exactly. I had some doubts with Respawn, then I forgot they did Fallen Order. I was like, oh
Now, if
yeah.
you give me a fucking a Platinum Games Wolverine game, then it's not even a fucking question. But
that's not EA. That would be crazy
Avengers
though.
Football.
Oh
Bro,
my
you just
god.
wanna put you just want
Avengers Street.
adjacent content.
Avengers Street.
Bro, I wanted
got
the
to play
Avengers.
this game where he's
You got Hulk running halfback. You got the Hulk running halfback, nigga.
whole game would be crazy with dice.
Football.
Yes.
Oh my
Those
gosh.
Destructible environments and shit.
Yeah, dice. Whole game would be sick, but that'll never happen.
What
Y'all
about you,
bugging,
Trip?
man. Oh man, this is very, very tough, man. This is tough because, yeah, again, like you said, I don't want any of these dudes touching this right now, bro. It's too hot on that
None.
side. It's way too hot on that side, bro. I wouldn't call yourself using, using trouble right now. I will say this though. I would like a darker toned game, or at least something that has some type of darker action to it. So I would say Motive. Motive is an EA studio that did, I believe, they did the campaign for Star Wars, like the Inferno Squad with the one chick. I think that was Battlefront 2. I think that was the actual story for Battlefront 2 or something else. I think it was Battlefront 2 though, but I could be wrong. That, and then they're doing the Dead Space remake. So they're there, right? If they can do a darker, grittier story, and I would like the Punisher. If they can get it right, a Punisher game that's a bit of a darker tone, and that quality that they've been dealing with. Again, they have the quality and fidelity in the Star Wars single player campaigns and stuff that they were working on Battlefront. Like they had that experience, and then they have the darker, grittier tone with the Dead Space that they're working on. At least some of the foundations of it. If they can mesh some of the two and really get the gunplay down, a Punisher story, a Punisher game would kind of go crazy. That's my thought.
Punisher game. I didn't even think about that. And see, this is the thing about EA though. A lot of EA they make shooting games a lot, right?
So it should be in their wheelhouse somewhat.
Yeah. What Max Payne Punisher type beat?
Max Payne's already getting remade, so I'm not gonna ask for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, unless they straight copy it, I'm like, whatever. But
let me ask you a question though. Do y'all think Marvel is kind of frying their IPs by giving it to some of these studios?
Somewhat, yes. They need to be more selective, and I feel like they learned their lesson a little bit with Crystal Dynamics. They learned that lesson very, 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 very quickly. I feel
like they just I know
they just handed it off. Yeah.
That Marvel Second Sons game coming out.
Oh yeah, the Midnight Suns. Yep, Midnight Suns is coming. I said
Second Sons, Midnight Suns. Yeah.
No, you're good. Man.
There's the Wolverine game coming out, the Spider-Man game coming out. It's like so many Marvel properties coming out, right? That's right there.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust them.
About the Marvel's Avengers game that's already out.
And they keep doing updates for.
What's it called? Also, I wouldn't trust
Galaxy.
Like so good.
Fact, that was literally a fire game right now. And I feel like, and again, it's only going to accelerate because it's like the PlayStation shit I want to say. Everybody wants to be in every type of media vehicle, so they're only going to do this more and more. But they need to be more selective of who they pick for IP stuff.
EA is very random.
Yeah, because you get a Respawn, and the other time you get a 2042. Sorry, win. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's really spotty. It's really spotty with them, I'd say. But yeah,
EA
all
Sports
right.
Adventure game. Fuck it.
EA Sports. Why? Why do you want sports?
Absolutely not.
What does that have to do with anything? Anyways, listen.
Listen, ho. A day at the Avengers compound. Captain America's like, yo, let's play some football.
This thing, what? You got Nick Fury throwing one-eyed passes.
Captain America would suggest baseball first.
Okay, all right.
America sport.
MLB Avengers game.
MLB Avengers. Niggas hitting them shits at 10,000 miles per hour, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm moving on. I'm not gonna let him suggest any more EA related Avengers titles. Oh shoot. All right. On to the main stories for the day. That was the warm up. So yeah, let's go through it, man. We had a Nintendo Direct Mini that popped up midweek, and it had some stuff in store. So we're just gonna detail some of the big drops. Of course, there are gonna be some things that we do not mention. Don't worry, if it's your favorite game that we did not mention, it was probably bad. Don't worry about it, you'll be fine. No, I was playing with you, but yeah, we're just gonna talk about some of the major announcements that happened. Starting with Nier Automata, the End of Yorha Switch port. That new edition is coming October 6th for the Switch. How y'all feel about that one?
Put as many systems that need be. Fuck it. You know, I haven't played Nier Automata. Maybe now I'll play it. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just keep putting it in front of me. Maybe I'll buy it.
One of these days you'll make it.
That's what these companies are thinking. They're like, okay.
One of these gonna hit.
One of these are gonna hit. And I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn, you know, I haven't played Nier Automata, but if I could play it on the go, maybe, you know.
Just put it down. Just put it down.
If they drop a demo, I check it out. You know?
And listen, and you know, me saying this, we're gonna get into it because me and Wynn had a little back and forth about a game on this list. But after he put the idea in my head, that's how I feel about Nier Automata now. But we'll talk about it as we continue.
Well, like this, we'll keep it simple for this unless we need to go deeper in detail. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like cop drop, yes, no. I'm about to say.
I already own it.
Cop.
I watch somebody. I was
gonna play it. I was gonna play it on
somebody.
PC. Might play it on Switch. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm just afraid. I'm just afraid it's going to run, 24
Like,
frames a second. Like
Yeah,
a
and
fucking
I would not.
cartoon.
Yeah, I would not want to run that
It's a
game in slideshow
slideshow.
format. I would not want to run it in PowerPoint. That shit
Yeah,
crazy.
Come on, man.
Mm-mm.
I would get
PowerPoint
all
03 at
28
that.
endings, or how many endings? 26. All 26 endings, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. But yeah, next up we had Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. It was like some really interesting aesthetic game. It's like made for like a murder mystery / like puzzle type thing. It was coming 2023. How'd y'all feel about that? Cop drop? Indifference?
Z's.
I'll cop on Steam.
I'm
not copping on Switch.
That shit looks boring as hell, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. To me,
I have a thing about like puzzle games. Like I want the biggest screen possible when I'm playing a puzzle game, and I just wouldn't play it on the Switch.
it's funny we talk about puzzle games. Literally, the conversation we had before. You guys know how I feel about puzzle games. So
I'm with you. I'm with you.
can't
I'm
wait.
with you right there.
Can't wait to not play it.
Yeah, can't wait to just see it pass me by, boy. I tell you, but no, I will say the aesthetic does look interesting though. It's
No, the art
some of the
style
art
is
style
fire.
looks actually pretty dope. So cool,
They
but
almost got
not
me.
for me. Yeah, not for me personally. But
I'm not copping, but yeah.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe somebody might play it and I'll be interested to play it. But we'll see. Moving down the line, we have Super Bomberman R2. So this new Bomberman game's coming to the Switch with a new castle mode, which is described as a 15v1 mode where one person defends the treasures of his castle on the map while all the other people try to get them. Coming out 2023. How y'all feel about that one?
That
Fun
sounds good.
fact:
That's a cop.
Bomberman
That's
is
a
one of
cop.
my favorite character designs ever.
It's a good character.
Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna play it, but
I'd play it. I'd
play
cop
it.
and play it. Yeah.
You started
But,
like that.
The problem is I'll play it and then I'll never play it again.
yeah, that's my biggest fear about a lot of
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, but it looks really, really good.
It's
though.
good. Yeah,
It looks
that's
so
Yeah.
solid.
It looks
If-
good fun. If I can
this
get it for
is-
like $6,
Yeah, this
It's
is
a
a
keeper.
peer. This is a peer pressure buy, bro. This is a peer pressure buy. If y'all are on it, and y'all having too much fun. I'm
Y'all
like,
got
let
it.
me cop that. Let me slide this over there,
Mhm,
bro. But I will say, Bomberman is honestly, it was like in them Flash game PC days. That was like my top 3 games that I played with my brother, bro. Like
yeah.
we
Cool,
went
bro.
non-stop on Bomberman, all them stages, bro. It was crazy. But shout out to Bomberman.
Facts.
Next up, we had a banger, like a whole haymaker come out the cut because
This is
Mega Man
crazy.
Battle Network Collection is launching on the Switch next year. Pretty much 10 Battle Network games. I think it was 1, 2, 3, both of 4s. I think it was like 2 of 5.
Yeah.
Like
The thing about the Mega Man collections, if you don't know, the Battle Network games started doing the Pokemon thing where they started
Yeah, they
releasing the
split
same game
teams.
but with different things. So
Mhm.
like it's 10 games, but some of them will have the same
same
storyline.
story.
yeah,
line,
roughly.
just
Yeah.
different.
There's a couple different
bosses
things.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How y'all
This is
feeling?
fire, bro.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of these as a kid. Yeah, why not play it on the Switch? The Switch is damn near perfect for this game.
And
No,
Absolutely.
yeah,
100%. 100%.
Really?
Fits.
Really? Oh, you're about to say something.
No. It's absolutely a
He's
cop.
revving up.
But this is why I say that like Sly Cooper will be successful because they're bringing back an old IP and look how it's booming, bro. All the buzz that it's getting, bro. If you do this with Sly Cooper, bro, like come on, dog.
I'm gonna just say this about Mega Man Battle Network. There were so many like remakes and not remakes, but like companies making that type of game to
Yeah.
fill this void.
Yeah.
It would be so stupid for Nintendo not to be like, hey,
Then not to make another one, like actually put
this
time
out.
into that. Now
'cause,
it's not.
bro,
That's not
was
Mighty
playing
Number
like
9.
this weird third party type of thing. It was very similar. Rashad put me on to it. And I was playing this, and I'm like, damn, bro, I really missed the old Battle Network games. Bro,
They were good. They were
I'm
good.
telling you, it's like
good,
it's hard
bro.
it's hard to duplicate the feel, man. It's just, so I'm glad that these are coming back. This is a cop. This is a I'll cop a Switch for that. And i.e. I'm about to just mask up in that. Never mind. On to the next one. We'll move down to Pac-Man World Repack. So a remake of the first Pac-Man World game is on the way. This man is visibly excited for some reason. It's
I'm
dropping
not.
August 26th. That was too funny, bro. How y'all feel about this one, man?
Bro, I cannot wait to eat some balls, bro. I'm just fucking Pac-Man. Lord have mercy, bro. You know, and guess what? It's repacked. Okay. You get what they did there? Repack. Come on, man. Get this shit off my screen, man. I ain't doing this shit, man. Dumbass. Bro, let Pac-Man die.
Damn.
Let Pac-Man die, bro.
Hey, yo.
Man, continue, man. A lot of these. I mean, are y'all excited? Are y'all excited?
No, I'm not excited for this. If it was
confident.
Pac-Man World 2, I'd be excited because I love Pac-Man World 2. That was like a frustrating game. That was a personally frustrating game as a child, but I
just
enjoyed
remember
it for some reason.
These third-person Pac-Man games was like just whatever, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I understand, but Pac-Man World 2 is special to my heart. That's all I say about that. But this one, I'm like, yeah, that's dope. Shout outs to, you know what I'm saying, Pac-Man, Pac out there, Pacquiao. Yeah, cool. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Charles, you copy to drop it?
I'm not copying. I'm sorry.
It's repack.
It's repack.
As much as I like packing and repacking, I'm gonna have to say no. Unfortunately, bro.
Oh man,
it's tempting, very tempting.
Fair.
Game of the year contender.
Yeah, it might be, bro. Listen, it's coming out in August, bro. It's trying to take
please.
Elden Ring. Watch your back. Elden Ring, watch your back, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, man.
Dead.
Moving down the line, we had a new game, a new reveal for a game called Blank. Now, Blank was kind of like this black and white color scheme of a co-op adventure of a deer and a fox trying to traverse across a frozen locale, survive together, figure out what's going on, at least become friends, because they seemed like they was ops at first. It's coming out February 2023. Is a Switch exclusive. How are y'all feeling about Blank?
Could be a good game.
It could be. It looks interesting.
Somebody who's played games like It Takes Two and a game called Brothers that like blew my mind narratively. This game, I'm actually really excited to play because I could play with Panda and it becomes like a really interesting story, especially when you're playing with somebody. This is for sure a cop.
Definitely, I'm definitely invested in these type of games for that same reason. When my girlfriend is getting a Switch, so might play this with her. This could be fun.
Yeah, the art style definitely struck me. This is a random aside, but this is completely random. But I saw the art style, I was like, yo, these motherfuckers could really like give some pointers to the people that might make a spy versus spy game and just put these motherfuckers in that because it looks super sharp for the black and white aesthetic nowadays. That was completely random, but hey, shout out to spy versus spy. That would look
amazing art direction. You know?
The detail is so fine in that. Like when you look at it and stuff. And again, the fact that it just doubled up on co-op, I'm actually like really interested in seeing how this turns out.
I'm not gonna lie. I like this trend of like the two people playing a game.
Yeah, and like co-op is on co-op been on the comeback. Co-op been on the comeback. Thank goodness too, because it's been long overdue. It's been long overdue for having like people just in one little lobby in one little session just doing anything, having fun with that stuff. And again, with a good narrative, this might slide in like an Ori category or something like that. Some nice little emotional co-op. You know what I'm saying? A very touching game, game experience and stuff. It looks interesting, man. So I already said I'm keeping my eyes on it from you know what I'm saying, throughout. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the, you know what I'm saying, what's it called, the Blank social team doing their thing.
Do we know who's developing this, or is this like
it's an indie, but it's gonna be published by Gearbox.
Yes, okay. Let me look up who is the thing. I'll let y'all know.
It was a singular guy whose idea it was. I completely forget his name. It's blanking.
I'm loving these like indies getting so much shine. Bro.
I'm a fucking idiot. I said I'm blanking. That's a pun. That's such a dad joke. Oh my gosh. I'm not a father. I'm not a father. I promise.
No, apparently you are. They say if you just randomly start saying dad jokes, just randomly learn how to grill out of nowhere, But
Cassius Ludi, I think is how you pronounce it.
Ludi, okay.
Okay.
Got you.
Never heard them before.
I haven't either, but I'm glad they're getting shine for stuff like this, like putting these smaller teams on the map, bro. Like this is actually great to see.
No, for sure. So yeah,
there's a lot of hope for gaming. I feel.
Telling you, man, just keep branching out and do some real like novel, interesting takes like this, bro. Exactly. Your game don't have to be 55 million hours open world, bro. It could be a nice insular experience that this might be. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to judge the last product and put the word on it, but like it looks like it's a smaller but really intimate experience, like in terms of co-op and stuff, and having just being that with the environment and elements. It looks really good.
6-hour game, good art style. You play with your homie or your girl.
Yeah.
Can't be beat, man. For real. Facts. Shout out Blank, man. All right. Moving down the list, we have Mario and Rabbids Spark of Hope. We had the gameplay drop come through. Is coming through what? October 20th, 2022 officially. You know what I'm saying? When's looking real? He said, yeah.
These are the games.
These
These are the games people would expect me to hate, but I think this could be kind of cool.
No, this game is gas.
The first
I
one
bought it on sale. When I bought my Switch, it was the only game that was on sale this time. I was like, fuck it. Well, who cares? This game is actually insane. This game is actually the first one is really fucking fun. I actually can't wait for the second one. I don't know if I'll cop it day one because I'm broke, but I definitely would love to play this game. This game is really fucking good.
Telling you, I'm about to say. The craziest thing is, I saw Negus on it the other day, bro. I was like, yo, wow, Negus playing
it today.
Oh wow, I was like, yo, when he playing that, no, not actually, that's not even because Negus plays a bunch of different games, but you saying shit, but
He
like,
does.
you know what I'm saying, but. Yes, actually, you know what I'm saying? Like,
could have fooled me.
But it looked like he was enjoying it, like actually was into it a little bit. So
it's
I know
a good game.
It's a good game. It's more than they give people credit for because Rabbids are a part of it. That's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Because the Rabbids is in there and stuff like that. They cosplaying as everybody and shit. People might give it a little bit of slack, but
I wasn't
it's
shit
actually
on this
really
game.
good.
But
Yeah, no.
it looks kind of good.
It's a sleeper.
It's a sleeper, bro. It's a sleeper. I definitely say it's something to look out for 100%. All right, on to the next one. Dragon Quest Treasures. So, this nice little spin on the Dragon Quest series. Basically, you can just like it's kind of in the Pokemon vein, bro. It's like you can tame and train monsters, and the cool thing is you can take them into battle alongside. So while you beating somebody up with a sword and stuff and doing your thing, your pets and your companions are with you, whooping somebody's ass too. It's like an open field. It's not no turn-based stuff. You just go straight in. You can have people fly. The traversal is really cool, depending on what monsters you pick or whatever whatever they're called. But it looked really, really interesting, man. It's coming out December 9th of this year? Yeah, man. How do y'all feel about Dragon Quest Treasures?
Oh, it's a cop, bro. I've always been a fan of Dragon Quest. But no, this new style, like taming the dragons, using them in combat. I've always been a fan of the turn-based fighters, but this looks really good. It looks really good. I'm gonna have to cop.
I'm happy what they're doing with the franchise of branching out outside of the turn-based because Dragon Quest Builders is really good. Now we're getting Treasures. It's just branching out, and I love it when IPs take their world that they created and let people who
switch up the formula.
Regular play, like what Monster Hunter did with Monster Hunter Stories. Oh, you like turn-based? Well, we got a turn-based Monster Hunter game for you. Try it out.
Dragon Quest is one of the franchises I don't really know too much about, but I want to get into. Just because, I'm not gonna lie, I might shit on Teriyama, but he can really draw some characters, man. Yeah, I do want to play one. This might be the one.
I'm telling you, it looks sharp too, man. It's like
It does.
The crazy thing is, it looks so integrated, it looks super smooth. I'm looking back on the trailer right now, you use one this little slime monster companion, you jump up, and then at the same time he just automatically switched to another companion and just flew off the jump. It looks way smoother than people might be looking at first. So I'm very, very, very interested in this one, man. Again, you know what I'm saying, when I acquire my Switch by completely legal means, I'm gonna definitely be on the way for this one. I'm gonna definitely cop that 100%. Yeah. All right. On to the second to last piece of the Nintendo show that we saw, Harvestella. It was a huge farming sim game, / Final Fantasy action combat type feel, bro. We might have to get a little bit deep for this one. I know. I see the smile on his face, bro. It's coming out November 4th of this year. How we feel about Harvestella?
This might be the game I'm the most excited about, bro. I don't know why. But there's something kind of cool about farming that they go fighting some shit. It's like Stardew Valley in the Final Fantasy
go play
game.
Genshin Impact, my guy.
No.
This is different. This is different.
I can't. This is different, bro. This is different. And this is crazy because I'm watching this whole direct very, very much so being myself. You know how I can be sometimes. And I was like, that is Harvestella look kind of tough.
This man was a harvest with magic. Oh my god. Streets are dead.
And this is why I say I'm a broken gamer. Everything else should appeal to me.
Bro, you the type of nigga to keep Farm Simulator 2020 still in fucking rotation, bro.
Oh my god, bro. I love Stardew Valley.
Respect Farming Simulator.
Bro. I do, but I don't know why. I don't know why. It just seems kind of cool. I'm kind of excited for Harvestella. I will be day one copying this. Yes.
So-
There's no way you're serious.
Look, Charles. I swear to God. It's funny because I've told Trippin'. I think I told y'all outside after the
direct,
the
yeah,
break,
event.
I was like, yeah, I think I like Harvestella.
Yeah, he did.
I will say this I've played many games in my day. A game called My Time at Portia is similar to Harvestella in the simple fact that, like, you're farming, you're doing this, like, basically the slice of life stuff. You're harvesting, you're crafting, whatever. And then in the game you fight like monsters, like you go out and you hunt things, but it's very much like a cutesy art style, like a regular, like and think of like Animal Crossing but with swords, right?
Mhm.
Harvestella is like, yo, what if we took that game and just made it anime as fuck? Because to me, it just looks like Final Fantasy 14 offline mode,
Yep.
and it looks interesting. I gotta see. I'm not against it. I saw it and I was like, all right, we have watering crops. Is that God? Are you fighting God? Like, that's kind of nuts. I'm interested to see how it goes. I don't know if I'll be copping, but I'll definitely be watching. I'll definitely be.
Bro.
There might be a video essay on this if it's
There
that good.
might be. I
Bro.
can't wait.
Bro,
Not gonna lie.
I'm just saying, like, it's
November
better.
4th.
Listen, you heard the famous saying, right? It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do just that in this game, bro. You trying to live out the sayings and shit. Like, this is golden right here. I'm not gonna lie.
War and peace.
Like, this is real interesting right here, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you hit 100 something combo or something like that, or at least whole magic and go plant some beats. That's a pretty like nice dynamic, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Beats are good for you.
My crops. I forgot to water them.
Wait. Now, if you are able to use the corpses of your enemies as your fertilizer, this game may be fire.
I better drop it, be like Dragon Ball or something like that, and just sprinkle it on.
That could be, hey man.
Hey, it could be heated. You know.
I'm just
I know
saying.
Charles is very excited for it too.
I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited, bro. I'm actually gonna pre-order. Like, fuck the day one. I'm pre-ordering this, bro.
Hey, man.
So excited.
Interesting,
See
man.
you on there, brother.
I'm just saying.
We gonna be neighbors.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Wait,
bro.
are the goblins getting your carrots too? Yeah, bro. I gotta put up a fence.
When I switch my content and just become a Harvestella content creator, who would be laughing then?
Hey, man.
Everybody.
Hey, listen, make sure y'all follow Charles the Sauce, Charles No Sauce on Twitter. Make sure y'all follow Grizz on 13th on all platforms. I believe it's on Grizz on 13 clips on YouTube, man. Make sure y'all follow this, bro. They be doing this every day. They do this shit every day. Oh my gosh, man. On to the last little tidbit for the Switch Direct. We had just basically the whole drop off, man. Persona. They dropping on Switch, bro. They told y'all, they kicked down the door, the hat's open and shit. They said, hey, we're coming to the Switch. First, Persona 5 Royale, October 21st of this year. Then Persona 4, then Persona 3 Golden coming through at a later date. How y'all feel?
When do you want to have our conversation in real time?
we can.
Give us the cliff notes. Give us a clue. What's going on?
I'm super excited for this because I said this multiple times that the Switch is the best turn-based system. Like, it is the best system to play any turn-based game. And honestly, when I play Persona, I played a lot of hours, still haven't beat it because I keep restarting. When I played it on the PlayStation, the biggest issue I ever had was, like, I had to play it on my TV. Like, I can't do it while me and my girl are watching reality TV. Like, I gotta play it on the big TV. I gotta, like, lock in. Yeah. On Switch, this is the best move they could have made. I wish they would have released it on Switch sooner. Like, I feel like it's been way too long for this game, especially since they released, like, technically the sequel to it on the Switch, but they didn't ever release 5 on the Switch. So I'm excited. I think this is the best possible announcement we could have gotten from them, from that team, outside of Persona 6.
Right.
Now, on my end, I was kind of fried. I'm like, bro, oh my God, they keep releasing Persona. Oh my God, I'm so tired of them re-releasing Persona.
Can I ask really quick? Have you played Persona?
I played all the Personas.
Okay.
Except 3. But I played all the Personas, yeah. I'm a broken gamer. Persona 5 is one of my favorite games ever.
Why is that game amazing?
It's so fun. It's so fun.
I love that game. And I also, I argue this to the death. Persona has maybe the best video game soundtracks. Now, that's a little bit of a hot take, but I think so.
That's not a hot take.
I've said that to a few people.
I haven't played any Persona, and I know it's up there though.
Okay,
they're wrong.
all right,
No,
all
no,
right,
no.
all right.
Top 5.
Yeah, no,
So-
easy.
it's up there,
So with
son.
But that being said, I feel like, and then I told Win this, if Xbox did not make that if I wasn't so hyped for the Xbox release of Persona,
I get that.
this would have been like, yes. But I feel like just hearing them back to back kind of killed my hype for this.
Yeah.
It took my thunder from it. And it was kind of like, okay, niggas just gonna keep releasing Persona. But then, like I said, Win brought up a very good point. And, like I said about the Nier Automata thing, a lot of people haven't played Persona. This is a good way for them to play
It's a segue
Persona.
to get in.
And, make matters worse, it is a turn-based game. I could take my Switch off and play the game cooling, because it doesn't really, and it's not a frame-intensive game. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. It makes sense. I was just a little salty that they just kept, it was just like, Nintendo made us wait 27 minutes to release something we knew that was coming out. I get it, but it's like it was a mixture of things that made me not as hype about the Persona release.
Yeah, it's fair. It just like the timing was different for me overall.
I dropped a little spicy tweet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The year's 2025, and we have played Persona 5 times.
That's right. I'm about to say they're gonna play it 5 more, bro. I'll tell you that. I'm about to say,
Atlas needs Persona is something. They need to do something. Persona 2 remake, please.
Yeah, we'll talk. I'm about to say Persona not done on the show today, man. We'll spin the block on them down somewhere, man. But yeah, just real quick. Overall show grade, letter grade out from A to F. How do y'all feel about this Nintendo Direct, the mini? I'm about to say, and how it shaped up.
C+ for me.
C+. Okay. Charles,
close to the B.
Also a B. Okay.
I go B+ off the strength of Mega Man and Persona.
Wow. Interesting. When
B-.
Yeah, I would agree. I think we talked about this one as well. I go B- as well. Again, Mega Man, huge. I'm about to say Persona, again, huge. A little bit of thunder taken away from the Xbox stuff.
Yeah.
Again, some of the stuff that was shown actually really, really cool. Again, my interest is budding for things like Blank. You know what I'm saying? For again, another version of like Nier Automata. Dragon Quest Treasures looks really, really cool. Harvestella looks really cool. Like stuff that's budding, but nothing that's like, oh shoot, I need to like, you know what I'm saying, drop everything, punch somebody, take their Switch off them and run now. You know what I'm saying? Except for maybe Mega Man. But you know what I'm saying? Overall, all in all, I think it's in B- territory. It's probably one of the best directs that they've ever dropped, in my opinion.
Yeah. See, this is why I miss Smash Brothers being relevant, because
direct minis. Let me clarify. Direct minis. Because they gonna take it out of context.
Directs and direct. This is my take on like since these companies are doing their own little drops and shit, like announcements. If I don't get like hype about something, it's hard for me to rate them high. Now, is that because I'm jaded? Yes. But I just need something to get my blood pumping. And that's why I said C+, because it's really close to a B, but it's just nothing that made me want to jump for joy. You know what I mean? So
Fair. Nah, man. That's understandable, man. But yeah, that was the Nintendo Direct Mini. Shout out to Nintendo for actually, showing up last month. You know what I mean? Like I thought they wasn't even gonna do nothing, bro. But they drop a little something on us. Maybe they might have another, specific directs. Maybe over the next couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Splatoon might be out there doing their thing lurking in the shadows and stuff in the paint cans and stuff. So we'll see what's going on. On to the next story. So the team behind the upcoming RPG One Piece Odyssey dropped a dev diary just detailing their efforts bringing the Straw Hat crew to life. We saw some of the free run with different characters. Each of them have, of course, their unique abilities to traverse the map. You can get in tight spaces with Chopper and stuff. You can reach all these hard to reach places with Luffy, chop down obstacles with Zoro, et cetera, et cetera. You can run from enemy fights. And then the fights themselves were the real big sticking point of this video, I think. They were kind of like scramble area battles, which was the concept that they introduced, where it's like, it's not just basic turn-based one side, but you can move your people into different areas, and sometimes enemies will gang up on one person, creating a lot of different strategic constraints for the battle. So people might need to think a little bit outside the box rather than the traditional turn-based, things that people may be used to. So how do you feel about them trying to change up some things, and how you think about the look of Odyssey so far?
Go ahead, Grit. Go ahead. Okay,
Oh,
all
okay,
right.
all right.
Go
Damn.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. I wrote this game off. I really wrote it off. I thought another One Piece anime game. Okay, another One Piece game. I thought it was just gonna get like the anime game treatment. But then I kept seeing people talk about it. I kept seeing it felt different. It felt like the media and the company was going a little too hard for this game. But after seeing the recent diary, diary thing, this could be cool, man. Like this really could be gas. As an RPG player, why not? Have. But my biggest thing about anime games is just like always. They can never really do too much with the story. They always have to find because there's always constraints in the story. That's why my biggest thing is like with anime movies and anime media, it's like they can't really do too much. They can't really make the shit super compelling because at the end of the day, it has to fall in line with the status quo of where the manga or anime is at. But with that being said, I'm not gonna take away from this game. It does look cool. I definitely probably will check it out.
Fair. Charles?
I agree with Grizz to an extent, but I disagree on the story plot. I understand you want to, make sure that the canon is canon, and that whatever you add or take away doesn't retract from the said canon. But because this is an original story by Oda himself, I think that this will be a game worth playing as far as story goes. The JRPG methodology of this game, I feel like will make it suffer a smidgen. And because what was the last One Piece game?
Warriors. It was like Warriors something. It was One Piece
Warriors.
Warriors 4.
It was like a
right.
Just the Warriors games.
Right.
No. World Seeker. The one.
Was it World Seeker? Nah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think that will limit it in terms of the quality of the game that we can get. Being as a huge One Piece fan, I'm caught up with the manga and everything like that, so I have a lot of emotional investment with this project. And I mean, of course, it's an original story, so I can't be too mad that certain things are different or not the same. But I look forward to this game. I do like the creative turn-based style play that they have, moving characters around, strategic placements. I don't know. It's just something about that JRPG style that kind of has me worried. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Charles, can I ask you a question then?
What's popping?
So you played the other One Piece games, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think that fucking play style is limiting the fucking fight hella enemies and the kind of anime fighter type of vibe that it, like World Seeker was kind of like a mixture of like Dynasty Warriors and a fighting game to me, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like that play style for anime games is kind of fried, bro.
So,
I feel like it.
Go ahead, Wayne. Go ahead.
What I will say is that you're both right, but you're also like so what Jaws is saying I agree with is you can't do anything with a turn base, but you still can do more than what you can in like a game like Dynasty Warriors, because then it revolves around balancing and block. Like the gameplay style is limited to the player, but more open to the story and shit. Like you'll be able to do cool, crazy ass cinematic shit that'll fit. But the action will also be very limited because you're just tapping A.
Right.
As for the game itself, I've seen One Piece go through a lot of different stages. We have turn-based, which I don't think we've seen in a little while. And I've seen World Seeker was trying to do third-person action, and trying to move away from Warriors. It was an okay game. I think honestly just needed more tender love and care from them.
Yeah.
I don't mind the Warriors games because you could really put that formula onto any anime and it would probably fit.
Yeah.
Like we've seen in multiple instances. As for this game, it looks good, but I'm not caught up with One Piece, which is why I will be skipping it, and because I don't want things to get spoiled in the long run.
So
And I know that it's not the same story. I know that it's an own original story, but the issue is more so like I'm still right at Alabasta, and I'm seeing all these new characters in there, and I'm like, okay, so when I see him in the anime, I'm gonna see that I know this motherfucker's gonna join it or whatever.
I will say, you know, I'll leave this for the last statement of this topic. Go ahead, Nick, whoever wants to speak on it. I'll leave this for the last topic.
Go ahead, bro. I'm about to say. Go ahead.
Okay,
go,
go ahead, Grizz.
I could say, yeah, if Win is that far behind, there's no point in him playing this. Like, there's no point. Like, because, like, there's niggas in the story he doesn't even know who's going to be. Because in this shit, it's like, what? Like, it's after the time skip. So it's like...
Yes, it's definitely after time skip.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, everybody else. That's all I had to say.
Yeah, Charles, wrap us up.
Yeah. All right. I was going to say, I appreciate the attention to detail of the character designs. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's nice. It is nice.
This nigga was looking at her titties, bro. I know he was. Look at this nigga, bro. Oh my god.
What? You didn't see the scar on Zoro's eye? Come on, dog. What are we talking about here?
Get your ass out of here, bro. We know what you was looking.
Hey man, the attention to detail is important, bro.
As soon as he said that. Anyway. Charles, you're not slick, bro. Listen, you're not slick, man. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's wild. I understand the point, but it's wild. All right.
Hey, bro, you know you gotta keep the fan base happy, you know.
Yeah. Shout out to Unreal Engine, man. They doing work in there, bro. They doing work in there. Moving on to the next story. As we await the fate of the last and latest God of War Ragnarok story from Santa Monica, the fan base has showed again why they they're on some nut shit, bro. So apparently the fans have been real up in arms about this. They've even gone so far as to spam a certain staff member dick pics to try and get a release date. Even Cory Barlog himself, the God of War director, has come out to just assuage people like, listen, it's coming. We're not ready yet. It's coming, but still people are going these far of lengths to try and get a release date out of people who do not have the release date. What's going on, y'all?
Bro, be more like Momoji, bro.
Facts.
I like it. It just proves like time and time again that this gaming industry and like this scene, anime included, just full of fucking weirdos, bro. Just like there's nothing to say besides there's just some weird motherfuckers in this space. And what more can you say? Like it's just like, come on, like please have some like couth, have some self-control, have some patience. Like go touch grass is not enough, bro. Like I want their thumbs. Like come on, bro.
Bro,
it's sick.
Better director than me, bro. I would have announced like I'm canceling the project. Or I would have just been, I'm quitting, and I'll be like, oh, what? You're quitting the game? It's like, oh yeah, now the shit's gonna suck because now they have to train a whole new director, or like I'm quitting. I'm not telling nobody shit, and I'll be like, until I get fucking every single person who sent one an apology ASAP, because you guys are fucking children. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, dog. If I was in middle school and I found out that the motherfucker next to me got my favorite game canceled, I'd beat his fucking ass in recess, and when I get back from suspension, I'd beat his ass again. I'm like, yo, this game is fucking. You're crazy. You're a weirdo. I just think more people need to get fucking punched in the mouth for these type of actions.
On God.
I feel shit like this makes me feel disconnected from the gaming space, 100%, because you have 24 hours in a day for 8 of them. Work for another 8. You have
that's bold to assume they got jobs, bro.
Hey, I'm just saying. I mean, let's hope these people.
Yeah, let's assume.
Even if they don't have jobs, they're at school.
Yeah, sure.
They're you could be creating content. You could be bettering yourself. You could be doing so much more with these other, 14 to 16 hours. You decide to send dick pics to a staff member who has a life, who's actually working, who's actually doing something with their time.
Bruh.
That shit, like stuff like I can't. Stuff like this I really can't wrap my head around in gaming space sometimes, bro. Because like stuff like this doesn't even cross my mind to do or to feel or to say. I can't understand it. So I can't comment on it because it's just I don't know what to say. Like why?
I about to say I got you. I know what to say. This goes out to all the weirdos that be doing shit like this in the gaming space. Y'all are entitled brats. I need to touch grass and get y'all ass beat. Point blank. Simple. You know what I'm saying? That's one. Like the level of entitlement. Let's just talk about that for a second. The people that think, oh, just because we're the gamers, we deserve to have a release date. You don't even understand the slightest. When Khalif Adams said gamers don't understand the development process, and that creates such the biggest like disconnect and divide between that to those two bases of people. It's so true, and it's so apparent in what goes on in these, online and forums, whatever you want to call it. Like people be so pissed and they're about, oh, we don't have our date yet. We don't have our date yet. Like, yo, you'll get it when the developers have it, bro. They don't have the shit because they're still working on the game to make it as best as possible for you dumbass. So sit down and be patient. Motherfuckers they want everything immediately right here, bro. They have nothing better to do with their lives. And you know the craziest thing is, Corey Barlog, again, on Twitter, he was like, yo, like, some dude on Twitter was like blurbing about like, oh yeah, there's only game I'm waiting for, blah blah. He's like, yo, there's games on Xbox. There's literally games all over the place. The gaming is so good right now. Go experience something while you're waiting. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's a crazy concept, bro. People get so fixated on these one brands, these one things, that they will literally go send their whole penis to somebody who has nothing to do with a release date. Y'all are literal mouth breathers, bro. I promise. Y'all aren't good.
And let's say they did send this to the person that was actually developing the game. Y'all sending me shit is like Win said, it's gonna make me want to fucking quit. So like, why are you self-sabotaging your own damn self?
Literally shooting the whole process in the foot. You know what I'm saying?
In the entire foot, like you're holding up my process because you want to be, for lack of a better word, a dickhead. Like you want to be a dickhead, and now I'm upset because I'm getting dicks on my fucking phone. Now you're messing up my workflow. You're completely destroying my process. Like,
can we go something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Trip said something about like development, right? As a nigga, who works in tech, it's coding and software development and shit. What niggas don't really? I don't work on games, obviously, but like, bruh, the artist
is hard, bro.
Artists
the
alone.
people behind this game, bruh. And then this is what fries me about gamers. If a story about crunch comes out, they are ready to shit on that company to death, right? And this has been a very big thing in the gaming industry. Companies are trying to move away from crunch. They're, like, obviously, games are always going to have crunch. It's a part of, I get they don't have to, but like just it's
a common behavior that's been it's been a norm. It's been a norm.
I can understand things wrapping up. The last week with the game, it's same thing for music. When you work on that album, the last week, you're really pressing to get the mix in and the vocals. It's just so that it's not normal. It shouldn't be like that. But you also have to have a time date to make because shit will linger, right? But these companies, you hear about the crunch, I bet everybody who was sending them dick pics would be like ready to shit on Sony about this, right? But I remember when Cyberpunk was coming out, I was mad. It was getting pushback. And even though that game still had a significant amount of crunch, I understood that these are regular people who have families and stuff who work on these games. I don't want them working I wouldn't want to be working 16-hour days to get a game out for people who are going to send me fucking dick pics. So why the fuck do you think they like? Imagine I'm head designer. I'm getting fucking 300 dicks to my phone. I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
I don't want to. That's going to kill my motivation.
Literally.
So I just think
not wrong,
I
bro.
think it's This is stupid, bro. These niggas need to grow
Mm.
up, bro. Grow up.
Yeah.
Go do something else. Learn how to ride a
Facts.
fucking bike.
Facts.
I think it's also another thing that we have to, I guess, kind of dispel, man. I feel like because people, I'd still connotate the word gamer as somebody who's like, okay, maybe meek, innocent, whatever, blah, blah. I think a lot of people outside of the space, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe some people inside the space are a little bit blind to it. They think gamers, oh, just, you know, they're happy about their games and da-da-da, this, that, and the third, passionate, blah, blah, blah. But again, just because you're a gamer does not make you a good person. A lot of you motherfuckers are shitty. You're terrible people. You're terrible people. You do terrible things. You ain't doing nothing with your life. Your parents don't love you. I'm sorry. It's tough, but it's the truth for a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I feel like detaching that and realizing, yo, a lot of these people out here, they just want what they want. They entitled, they spoiled, they gonna do, you know, that. They don't understand anything. They're not looking at everything from another person's perspective. They're real. It's just it revolves around them. It revolves around them for a lot of this discourse, and that's why they I'm so mad. I'm gonna send this to her and spam her with that and stuff like that, and she'll give me the release date, right? Like that's gonna actually work like a charm. Like, bro, like
that'll do it.
You don't even know the fucking release. She probably don't even know the release date. She's probably a fucking coder.
The person
works on the game for 8 hours.
She works. I'm about to say I want out the business fully, but she just works on the trailers, bro. I'll say that she works on the trailers. So I don't know how exactly that correlates to you having a release date until like, oh, you're working on the trailer or something like that, and you might not even get to know that part.
Fucking editor, bro. What the fuck? You're not telling her, and then you dumb fucks. You don't know what an NDA is.
Yeah,
idiots, bro.
She could go to jail for telling you anything.
Idiots, bro. I'm
Literally.
telling you.
Also true. Also true.
That's all.
So what if she did go to jail? She can't speak on it because she'd go to jail. You know,
again,
people
a lot of
NDAs.
A lot of people don't care about NDAs in the industry because they stupid as hell. But that's another point for another day.
Yeah, they just don't know anything.
Facts. Like,
go read a fucking book, man.
It's crazy. Facts, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I would delay stuff purposely. If I was a game dev, I would delay stuff purposely. I would find people's accounts and get them banned to make sure they couldn't access the game.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. I would do what I could.
Yep.
We should get them boys PSNs banned or something like that. Get them out of there in
sir.
some way, shape, or form. There's got to be some punitive, some punishment. You know what I'm saying? Some things, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, like they get back. There's gotta be consequences, man. People, that's that's also, again, we need to have a whole seminar on why y'all niggas suck. You know what I'm saying? Why gamers suck. Is a seminar coming soon, hosted by No Cooldown, bro. Like, again, it's just a lot of shit. But y'all are terrible. That's all I gotta say on that. Game, God of War dev, Santa Monica Studios, hold tight, bro. Do y'all thing. We here. The actual gamers are actually chilling, bro. We see y'all.
Facts.
All right, man. On to the next story, man. So we're gonna need a trumpet, to get pulled out real quick to play taps because we have to lay down a fallen battle royale soldier. We got the report today, y'all. Spellbreak. It's officially ending the game's life cycle early 2023, and on top of that, the team behind it, Proletariat, is being acquired by Blizzard Entertainment and will be all directed to support development for World of Warcraft and its upcoming expansion. So Spellbreak's gone.
That's sad.
And Proletariat's being absorbed. How do y'all feel, man?
Random question real quick before you get it.
Go ahead.
I like a few of the Spellbreak games. But what the fuck does Spellbreak developers know about MMOs?
Because they had magic in the game, bro. Duh. Come on, bro.
I will say
you killed Trip. Oh no.
I will say this. The most disappointing part about this entire story was like, yo, these motherfuckers are gonna go make World of Warcraft. I'm like,
bro,
come on, bro. We don't need more people making World of Warcraft, bro.
Don't.
Spellbreak was it was a fun, interesting idea. I think it would have succeeded. Like, I think it would have succeeded more as a PvE type game or even like a co-op game, like something that isn't like battle royale focused because we have too many of those as it is.
Deathmatch would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been cool, even if they did like a little story mode. Like they could have did some cool shit with the concept. Because of just like Wizards, we don't really see a lot of Magic games. And now look at the fucking thing where Magic is everywhere, where you have things like Forspoken and shit like that. Like now it's like the time for Magic, and it's like, damn. Well, there goes Spellbreak. It was a fun game. I'm sorry to see it go. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't know why it's leaving, but
yeah,
I didn't want it to go to Blizzard. Like, oh, cool. Give it to another IP of theirs.
All the
Of all
places to
places.
go.
To be fair, Blizzard needs a lot of help right now.
They do need some
On
magic.
Morph, they need a
magic.
they need a spell
be
for honesty in
fair.
that bitch. I'll tell you that.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. But I will say this real quick though. Spellbreak actually was a pretty dope concept, and it was actually steady at first. I feel like where it went wrong was just consistency. You know what I mean? Again, and that's the problem with all BRs and a lot of content nowadays. You have to be consistent in drops. You have to be consistent in at least marketing and letting people know, like, hey, we're here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had a great start. Like a lot of BRs. A lot of BRs have a really great start. Hyperscape had a really good start. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot what other ones are out there, but you know what I'm saying? They usually typically have really, really good starts, but it's just the consistency from month to month going forward that lets them down, adding new features, adding new game modes, adding some things that bring people back. They may have been out of the cycle to come try the game again. And again, it just fell off really early for me. I remember sometimes I'd play solo sessions by myself because I was interested in the game when it first came out. Like I was interested to learn and get through, but over time it's like, yeah, you know, it is what it is, kind of just faded away.
Yeah, I don't think they market it well. I don't think that they did enough as far as making the game seem as fun as it was. I don't remember any major like Spellbreak like events. I don't remember them like bringing big streamers in to play the game. I don't remember any of that. It might have happened, but
I think they did at the start. Like at the start, they might have had like a couple things.
They did. I remember Spellbreak was like really.
It was popping. They had drops or something like that on Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah, it was going around the BR space. My biggest thing about the games like this is like, what happens like if you're a content creator for this game? You know, I'm pretty sure people played it.
Oh yeah.
What happens when you spent, you know, X amount of money on microtransactions for gear and clothes? Like you just lose all that shit.
Yeah.
So with the way Paragon worked, when Paragon went down, they offered you your money back if you bought things like the cosmetics. You probably won't get back because it's a BR. It's like you already got the cosmetics for the game. But like I remember when Paragon came out, I bought like the $100 edition to get all the future characters. They were like, "You're not gonna get the future characters. You can't even afford these. We'll give you your money back." That was a different time though. That was a different epic. That was before Fortnite was crazy. So I don't know if that's a thing anymore. But
yeah, I remember that. I remember that because I remember I was super behind Paragon. So yeah, I remember all that stuff. All the packs and shit I brought. I don't think I got the money back because I remember I was like, you know what, man?
Let him have it.
Niggas doing that for us, man. This is a good game. Yeah, I keep that bag, man. Whatever, you know.
I was broke as shit. I was like, request refund PayPal. They're like, what do you want? V-Bucks? I'm like, no, I want real bucks, baby. Give me that shit back.
Real bucks.
But yeah, I mean, hey, man. I always think about like the game. It sucks that the game is done. I always think about like the drawback for people who do invest in these games. How they're like, this was somebody's income, you know. This was people's jobs. You know, there's people who was passionate about this game, and not only creators but developers, and all that shit's done. That shit's it's sad. I don't like seeing games die. I don't like seeing games getting shut down.
Thanks.
I don't. You know, I'm a fucking troll, but like stuff like that is sad, bro.
Yeah, I feel that, bro. Again, that's one of the mottos on the podcast, man. We never want a game to do bad. We never want a game to fail or drop dead or something like that, bro. We want games to thrive because the more great games are out there, there's more content for us to consume. There's more great moments for us to be for us to have and stuff, and there's more stuff for us to talk about. So, you know, we never want things like that to drop off, but it's unfortunate. But we got to give the final salute, man. Spellbreak, we hardly knew ye. All right.
R.I.P.
Speaking of slightly dead games, though, we got to slide on to Halo real quick. So 343 have finally announced that the co-op campaign is arriving in test flight starting the week of July 15th. Now, they're only testing online co-op, so couch co-op is still off the table for right now in local capacities. They've implemented basically an area of operation, so if you get too far away from, I guess, your other player on the map or your other players on the map, you know, in the campaign, you'll die and then reset or something like that. So you're trying to keep it kind of close, but not too close. And of course, crossplay is supported throughout various modes and methods. How do y'all feel about co-op finally gracing the Halo campaign for Infinite?
I'm done with Halo. I'm so done. The show is so mid.
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch the show still.
The show is so mid. They show Master Chief's face in the first episode.
The first one, I thought it was later. Oh my
Really?
gosh, I thought it was
The first
later.
episode.
I heard
The
about it, but
The
wow.
first episode. That right there is blasphemy to Halo. Right? Just right there. But let's talk about how 343 dropped the game that we liked. Me when, we were playing this game.
I played a
everybody
lot of
was
Halo.
playing
I
it.
played
Everybody
a lot
was
of
on
Halo.
that. That was crack.
I was like, wow, this is.
And they
I
had
can't
us.
believe it. They had us. And then they just did it. They just stopped.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what? We're just not going to support the game you guys like, obviously.
Yeah,
I don't care.
yeah.
I don't know, bro. Like there is so many like broken promises when it comes to that game, specifically the co-op. Because I could have swore that this co-op was hinted to be done maybe 3 months ago or something like that. I may be like missing some details, but I almost certain I saw something regarding the co-op and it being almost finished. So I don't know what's going on. But the fact that you haven't started on I mean, I get it. I guess I can understand like the local co-op, but wouldn't that be easier than the online co-op? Like, so don't get me wrong. Priorities, yeah, because more than likely you're not playing with people in the house anymore. But I don't know. Like, I don't think we care about the Halo co-op and story mode anyway. I don't. I know I don't anymore.
What gets me is that it's not done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
still not
right.
done.
Because it's not like they're
done.
doing anything crazy with the multiplayer.
Like,
Yeah.
just tell us when it's done.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell us when you're testing it. We don't give a fuck. We want it on the game when it comes out. How about that, dickheads?
If I was Halo's marketing, and this is why Microsoft hit me up, bro. I promise y'all, this is an easy fix, bro. As the marketing department, I'd have been like, listen, we're gonna release the game in November. We're gonna keep saying it's early access because the shit that they're giving us right now sounds like early access game type vibe. Like this is early access beats because I play a lot of games in early access. I'm a huge fan of survival games. Those games are always in early access. Like a game called Scrap Mechanic. I remember one of my biggest issues. I was like, there's no like way of marking your locations, like where my base is and shit like that. And they were like, yo, guess what? In 2 months, you're gonna get that location. And guess what? In 2 months, I came back and I made a beacon. I'm like, this is amazing. I didn't hate it because it was early access and I knew what it was. You're a AAA title. This is Halo. This isn't a new IP. This is Halo. Y'all should have never released this
Microsoft.
shit. Right, this is your
Who can
game,
throw
bro.
$12 billion at companies? Just
Like y'all a quarterback, bro. Y'all supposed to be leading the line for Xbox.
You acquiring everything but a fucking good IP, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, y'all, come on now. Like, you guys have Blizzard, you guys bought Bethesda, you guys did all this shit, and I'm like, and I'm seeing the way Halo is suffering. Truly, y'all should have had 2 different teams, one on multiplayer and one on single player or something, because it's sad, bro. What season is Halo even on? Because if you're gonna tell me there's more than one season,
We're still like the middle of 2.
Bro.
Middle of 2. I didn't hear nothing about 3 yet.
It's like almost a year since it came out. How long are the seasons? 1 year? Bro, this is the longest season. This is a CW show type of season. Like, this is insane, bro. Like, this is crazy. Come on. You guys can do better. I know you
Yeah.
can.
They could.
They def
I
can.
mean,
Yeah. So
imagine this.
the Halo. Give me sorry, one second. The Halo Infinite Season 2 started May 3rd.
Yes.
I'm
It's still
putting
going.
that out there.
It's still going.
And the game came out in November.
Correct.
Yep.
That's insane. I was gonna say that I remember the only reason the game released like this is because they was just trying to get that holiday season back. You know what I mean? And it's like,
And they were even worse too because they dropped multiplayer early. They dropped the whole free portion earlier. That's even worse to me.
They should have just waited. Wait until next year. Give us everything. We wouldn't be shitting on the game. We wouldn't be bad.
We would all be playing Halo right now. We would all literally be playing Halo right now.
If they dropped in March instead, I wouldn't have been mad whatsoever. I would not have been.
We would
Literally.
still be playing Halo because I played Halo from November to like January. Easy.
And then
with
the
lack of content that it had.
Facts.
Eventually that shit started catching up.
Facts. At its front, and fundamentally, it's actually a really good game. It's actually really, really dope. I'm not gonna lie, but it just you don't have enough to support it though. I'm like, y'all knew what it was building up to, man. But y'all should have just took that early precaution and said, hey, listen, we're pushing it back. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Forge still might be delayed a little bit till like, okay, August. But if from March to August of this year is way more understandable than like, November to whatever date. You know what I'm saying? Like they needed way more time in the pressure cooker for this. It was undercooked. It was severely undercooked.
Kind of like what Wynn said. Don't tell me there's a story mode or a campaign or an online co-op. Don't tell me. If you just drop it out of nowhere, I'm going to think, oh my God, they're actually thinking about content. They want me to do something else besides just this regular multiplayer. Wow, what a concept. Don't give me these false hopes over and over and over again, and then don't deliver on them. Like, just tell me, just don't tell me that there's a co-op. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me your test. Don't tell me nothing. If you would have dropped Halo Infinite as purely a multiplayer, it would have been fine. And then had you just said, "Hey guys, we're gonna pull a Call of Duty and we're dropping the campaign." Oh my God, they have a campaign now.
And they were dropping the BR. And they were dropping. Bro, give us a roadmap. It's just a roadmap. Yeah. And to be honest, you could have dropped the multiplayer, and then had a team like Wynn said, strictly focused on multiplayer, strictly focused on giving us content, giving us a roadmap for the multiplayer. But I just hey man, Halo might be dead, bro.
Tough, man. Tough scene. Like, and it was so easy too. Again, y'all literally just wait till like March, April, drop everything right here one time. You could even wait till summer to drop some of the big modes like Forge and stuff. And then let your game eat for the rest of time. Like, you guys could have really had it set up there well, but I guess it was just trying to beat the rush, and they got caught. They got caught straight in the jaw like 2 months in. Crazy, man. Yeah. I hate saying that I don't care about this game right now. I hate it, but I don't care.
To go back and play it, and it's fucking super. Like the loading system is like super fucking buggy. I have a fucking like $2,500 computer, bro. What? My shit shouldn't be glitching and it shouldn't be choppy, and it's just I don't know, man. It's just fucking game, bro.
Yeah, Panda's game. All the characters don't have thighs. Like it just like their thighs.
They don't have thighs.
Down, they don't have thighs. It's so funny.
That's hilarious.
No, man. Sad days, bro. Sad days for the man in green. Ugh. All right. Moving on. To the next story of the pod. We got a first look at Robin and his kit from Gotham Knights. It's looking pretty interesting, actually. You know what I'm saying? Got to look at some of the skins, some of his skills, how he's traversing the world, what's going on. How we feeling about Robin, y'all? How you feel about Robin?
He actually makes me excited for the game.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, right?
He looks really fun.
Yeah.
At this point,
crazy.
Let's put this game out. Just drop it.
It comes out in October, but they have been talking about it way too much.
Way too much. I was already excited for the game.
Yeah, facts.
But now I feel like I'm watching a fucking Let's Play at this point.
I'm dead. I think that my favorite part of that trailer was giving us the DC Titans version of Tim Drake as a skin. I was like, this is great. Like I think that was like a fantastic touch for not only the game itself, but like for DC fans who watch the shows. I'm like, oh, great. Now I have something to, keep me invested. Like, I enjoyed Tim Drake in Titans. And sure, I would love to play as Tim Drake, the Titans Tim Drake within this game. So I think they did great there. But like I said, they're just showing a lot of this game. It's like they're overcompensating. And it's like, all right, are you going to let the game speak or are you going to let the trailer speak? And they're letting the trailer speak a lot.
Yeah. They let the cinematics and the quick cuts get to some people. I'm like, all right, cool. That's cool.
That's cool. You don't have to do this. I feel like they're doing it to keep their name in the news cycle.
Yeah, the momentum. Yeah, of course. That's why they parsed it out like this, because they still have one more character to show off and stuff before, I guess they go quiet for a little bit before like maybe a final couple trailers. That's fine. It's whatever. It's cool. But I know I'm still concerned massively over this game. But to speak on Robin actually looks the most fun out of the entire set. I will say this. Yeah. Robin looks clearly like the most fun. His traversal mode is like, you saw like the giant ass teleporter out of like the satellite and stuff like that, which is wild. But I'm like, at least more acceptable than the Soul Stepper. I'm about to say than the Billie Jean simulator and shit Jason doing. So I'm fine with Robin's mode of traversal. And again, his kit looks really cool. I loved the actual the bow physics, like the stab physics and stuff. Like that looks
Yes.
super sharp. I like the sharpness and detail on like the skins and like the character model looks really dope. But outside of that, again, my concerns still remain the smoothness of the combat. We're all used to the Rocksteady, that combat style, the smooth, the flowy type of combat. And also one thing I saw, overall, like the team move, you saw like somebody got catapulted into somebody else and did that. Is
Yeah.
it automatic? Is that how easily can we access those types of moves in tandem and stuff? That's a question. That's a new question that popped up for me, and I hope that can get answered. And if it's like, oh, an automatic finisher and just whatever, I'm like, okay, that's pretty flashy, but I'm not going to be too interested in it. But if it's like, oh, we can access variations of those different types of team moves and whatnot, I'll be more interested to see how that plays out. But again, same concerns still remain. I think the game's looking a little rickety at the moment when you look at the large picture and not just the little animated shots and quick cuts.
Right.
Fairsies. But yeah, all right. Moving on to the next story real quick. Coming from the Sony head of home entertainment, Kazuo Ki, Sony are now developing a line of gaming hardware entitled InZone, focused on PC and specifically FPS gamers. Now, it seems that the group from Sony is looking for PC populations to, of course, consider their brand and, of course, entitled InZone, and they don't want to attribute it to just being a console brand. So in an interview, they were like, yeah, we just don't want them to see Sony and see, oh, consoles. So how do y'all feel about Sony stepping into that hardware market, specifically for monitors and getting these FPS people on board?
This is for people who don't know shit about computers and buy a computer and they say, oh, I know Sony. I bought a PC, Sony screens. That makes sense because I'm going to be playing Sony games on my new PC. Bro, like, come on, man. Like I don't know. And this was about to fry me. Look, if it's a good price, I could get it. You might have some type of brand loyalty. But we know how this shit goes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Sony PC monitor, and it's going to tax, right?
Heavy.
And this going to probably be 120 frames. You know what I'm saying? Like 120 refresh rate, 1080p, and they're going to charge $600.
Yeah,
That'd gonna be it's gonna be a great.
And then, but on the flip, you can get a 32-inch 2K monitor, curved, for the same price.
Facts.
If you know your research.
Facts.
Right? So it's like, this is not for us.
This is for the console news.
It's for the people who are gonna switch over because PC gaming is getting so popular. And it's easier ever. It's easier ever for people to get into it. There's all these companies that are building PCs for people. Because what was the entry level? Niggas either had to know somebody or know how to build a PC to get into PC builder. Well, that was about what I say 2018, around that era of time. I remember I wanted a PC, but I didn't know how to build one.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Like there's people who will do it for you. I remember coming up, it was like what was that company? I Buy Power.
Yeah.
It was, and all my homies would be like, all my homies were in the PC. I was like, I'm gonna get one of these I Buy Power ones, and it's like, oh nah, just build it yourself. It's so much cheaper.
Yeah.
The I Buy Power shit is about the same price, roughly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Roughly now.
Especially with the prices of parts and shit.
Yeah.
I got my book built my shit for like a case of beers. Like that's how knowledgeable everybody can build PCs these days.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is not for us who's been in the market for a while. I shout out to Sony for trying to get into
what they're doing.
Maybe they could.
These are about to be remodeled PS5s, bro. Like we know what these was coming. Like they're
trying to get in cozy, bro. They're trying to get in.
They
cozy
are
the PC side.
Maybe a case would be cool.
Right. If Sony did cases or even hard drives, because Sony sells hard drives and shit like that.
It's just something nasty about a monitor. I don't know.
It's something nasty about that, and like it's not very reassuring. Or it's not very like reassuring as to what is to come from Sony when we're talking about gaming and we're talking about like PC gaming specifically. And it just feels like there's gonna be just going to go to a place where they're just reskinning PS5s. That's the way I look at it. Like I don't think that this is very indicative of something good to come. This is just another cash grab that we all know. They're going to be overcharging for shitty ass specs. Like we know what's going to be coming here. It's not anything good for me like at all. Nothing good.
Yeah.
And like, how are you going to be building these motherfuckers when y'all don't even have parts for your main consoles anyway? So there's that as well. So
Facts.
like now it just feels like empty promises to me. So
Yeah, like I said, it's just I know they're gonna be crazy expensive just because of branding, you know. But
oh yeah,
if anybody's hearing this and are interested in buying a Sony monitor, don't do it.
and if you do your research, man.
If you do your research, listen, go to Newegg, right? Go to newegg.com and just look up some shit. Or, you know,
mypcpartpicker.com. Just compare from there.
Or you can go to PC Master Race Reddit and be like, hey, I just got a new PC. These are my specs. What type of monitor should I get? And there'll be a lot of fucking neckbeards in there who likes to tell people what to buy. That's their favorite thing.
Facts.
So there's many ways.
Redbeard Master 817 about to jump to it. He about to help you like faster than Geek Squad, bro. You be alright.
He loves it. It makes him feel good about himself to flex his PC knowledge. So, guys, don't buy this monitor, please. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Make Sony actually work to get in our space, the PC space.
Because I'll say this is all a play, bro. They want that PC money. They felt a taste with some of these little PC PlayStation drops, bro. They said we want to be all in now, baby.
You're about to get a P5 reskin soon.
Bro, I'm telling you, they slowly making their way to that PC market, bro, because they know the sales potential. They want to get in on it. They want in.
Well, they see Microsoft spanking over here.
I will say this though. This is probably the best thing to come from it because Sony is trying to move into PC gaming. If we get some of these IPs, because we got God of War.
Oh, 100%. We're definitely good. They plan for it. They plan for it.
Right. So I'm just hoping that, this kind of helps converge gaming spaces, specifically like crossplay or crossplay, I should say. We can hope, but I don't see that being their motive and their focus though. So
they just want the money. Go ahead.
Small note too. I don't want no fucking white and blue monitor clashing with my PC fucking aesthetic, bro. I don't want that ugly shit, man.
I'm dead.
Give me a black monitor. Black.
Nah.
All right.
That's fair. But yeah, we'll see, man. They are planning to, again, I think they said like 2025, they want half of their exclusive catalog on PC. So we're gonna see there's gonna be more dropping. They're gonna have more coming in the next few years, man. They know how much money they stand to make and how much money they've been keeping off the table or putting off the table by not joining this PC market. So they wisening up, and I think this is another way to do it.
I'm gonna have two Sony PC monitors with my new Sony PC controller and all the PC exclusives on the new Sony PC game launcher, and it's gonna be great. I basically have a PlayStation on my Microsoft Windows running machine, and it's gonna be the best love child ever. I cannot wait.
And I'm gonna still emulate Switch games. What?
Yeah,
I'm dead.
That's not legal, sir. You're not telling us.
Allegedly. Hypothetically speaking,
You know what I'm saying? That's what I heard. I don't know. People's crazy out here. Anyways. Oh shit, bro. All right. Moving on to the section that we like to call the trailer trove. We're talking about all this media, TV, more sit down and kick back type of media stuff that we like to do. There's a couple of stories that came through the woodworks this week, so let's talk about them. First and foremost, now there's a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt, people, but allegedly a brand new Dr. Doom project is set to be going down via a leak off a hot mic from a notable personality, Howard Stern, off the radio. He seemed to have let it slip live on a show, and the Marvel fiends have been going into a frenzy. Now, thoughts on Doom being in the works? What do we want to see? Who do we want to see be Doom? What's going on, man? Because this is different.
Howard Stern was coked up, nigga. He ain't mean to say Doom, nigga.
Yeah, I
don't know. I don't know actor wise who I want to see play Doom. Because Doom has such a intimidating presence. I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe you guys can throw somebody out there and get my brain running. But a Doom project would be cool. We know we'd probably get a Fantastic Four, obviously, after. Never mind. I don't want to spoil anything. So, we obviously know we get a Fantastic Four since Marvel acquired Fox. So a Doom project would be cool. I don't know what the fuck Howard Stern would have to do with that. Maybe he's in the movie.
Apparently, say he's gonna be in the movie. He's like some shit like that. He let slip.
Announcing something, or he's probably like I don't know. I mean, it's cool. I'm excited, man. More Doom, with the King shit they got cooking up and the Doom shit they got cooking up. This could be good. This could be good. This could be cool.
Go ahead, Win.
I was gonna say the only person I could really think that I'm like, oh, he'd kill it would be like Michael Fassbender.
Yeah,
I've got one.
Yeah, unless they dead Magneto. Let's say dead Magneto.
I think they're gonna dead Magneto. Because I mean I want them to, because the way they did Magneto in the last few X-Men movies are fucking garbage. So I'm kind of over it at this point. I'd rather them recast everything.
Michael Fassbender would be fire. I think he's just too connected to the Magneto
face. Yeah. And honestly, I'd like to see him back as Magneto in the MCU fashion. At least, to me, at least now in the modern day, I can't really see anyone else being Magneto besides him. They just kind of glued to me personally. I'm just like, he's a good actor. He's a really good actor. And I feel like he can do it justice given the right set of environment around him.
Yeah,
I feel like that man is just over. Well, I mean, this is a whole nother conversation, but go ahead,
but you're not wrong. I see where you're going.
I hear you, Win. I think I gave this this pick last pod, but Luke Evans. If y'all don't know who Luke Evans is, he was Dracula.
Yeah,
that man will demolish a Doom role. I think he has the face for it. I think he can do the accent if he wanted to. He can play a bad guy. Like, he absolutely can.
Luke Evans.
Yeah, he was the dude in Fast and Furious. He was
I'm looking him up right now.
Yeah, he was Jason Statham's little brother.
Yes. So I think that this man will absolutely demolish a Doom role.
I can see it.
But as far as hopes, I'm kind of not hopeful because we have not seen a good Fantastic Four product. And I'll leave it at that. We have not seen a good Fantastic Four product.
Correct.
And I do not want this fantastic ass villain to be wasted, or actor, so to speak, to be wasted on another flaunted effort in another fantastic movie that will not have any acclaim or will not be good in any way, shape, or form. So
Facts.
I'm hesitant to want another Fantastic Four movie, specifically Doom. Specifically, I don't want Doom because Doom is probably
that's too impactful,
villain
bro.
Of all time.
That's too impactful, man. And they're gonna do it anyways because they're trying to. Apparently, they're trying to set up for Secret Wars. Apparently, they're trying to set up for all this other shit. And I'm like, yeah, they're gonna have to do Fantastic Four and they're gonna have to do Doom. And I'm like,
you have to.
I'm just so fearful because, again, like you said, every version that we've got of Fantastic Four has been, you know what I'm saying, mediocre at best, straight hot dog garbage, glizzy juice at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even it's not even good. It's not a good sight. So and again, John Watts left the Fantastic Four projects. I don't know where that's going to be in a state. Dr. Doom, it's still early doors, but I don't know what's going to be formulating with that. There's too many unknown variables for me to, provide an idea on this because I'm so scared. I'm scared for this, bro. I'm scared for Dr. Doom. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm scared. Terrified. They got to do it.
Terrified.
Like if there was any person they need to do correctly off the rip, it's him. They have to.
It's a hard task.
It's not easy, bro. But I would say Luke Evans is a good shout though, because Luke Evans definitely is like he has that presence. Yeah. He has that presence. I believe. Man, shit is crazy, bro. MCU, I promise you, I will actually suplex niggas if y'all mess up Doom. I'm not even gonna lie. People on the street, bro. Just one time, just German, pole gone. I promise you. Anyways,
I can't think of nobody for Doom, honestly.
Yeah, Luke Evans is the only one that I see that could be new.
Let me see. I had a couple. Buddy that played Jamie Lannister, I think.
It's Nikolai Coster-Waldau.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
John Hamm.
John
John
Hamm. This guy.
He was the guy.
Yeah.
He was in a Baby Driver.
Yes, he
The
was.
white dude in Baby Driver.
John
He's got.
Ham. He's too
yeah.
young.
No,
Young?
no,
That nigga
kid.
51.
He was also
No.
he was also in Mad Men.
The dude on the
Oh.
progressive commercials.
I like that win. Yes.
That's
Somebody-
honestly a
I like
pretty
that.
good
I'm
pick.
looking at like a fan casting thing.
like
Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen? Mads Mikkelsen? Oh, shoot.
Mads Mikkelsen, that's what it was.
My guy from the
So
Kojima
my-
games. I think
My
he might
thing
be a little
about
bit too
John,
old.
I don't know if he can.
I don't
Can
know.
he get like that gritty? I haven't seen him in anything where he gets like absolutely dark and gritty though.
I don't know if he could do that, but he could definitely give off that like that aura you were talking about of like of being just a presence that is
Yeah,
terrifying. 'Cause
agreed,
in Baby
agreed.
Driver, he was a menace.
Yeah.
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 Jamie
Interesting.
Foxx. No, I'm kidding.
Jamie Foxx.
No. You know who I thought you were going to say? Tyrese.
Tyrese, no. Hey, man.
So you
Hey,
telling
Reed.
me, hey man, you coming out to Latveria where I stay, where I rule?
This is crazy.
This Latveria. This is crazy.
This is crazy. This is crazy. You gonna bring Sue the thing? Look what y'all turned into, bro. I'm gonna blow the bastard building, bro. This is crazy. We're not doing this.
Man, ejectocito, cuz. Get out of my country. Bro. I'm setting up embargoes on all you bitches. Like, come on,
Okay, I
Tyrese.
see this dude. I don't know how to say his name. Cillian Murphy. Who was that?
Cillian Murphy. Oh yeah, he was
Oh.
Scarecrow in the Dark Knight series. He was
Yeah.
Scarecrow. He's the main dude in the Peaky
Yeah.
Blinders.
Apparently, a lot of people are very.
I don't know if I
I
want.
could kind of see
I
that.
don't know.
that
I feel like he'd have to get
He's gonna
more
have
like
to
a little
bulk
bit
up.
hench. He might have to get
He
like
has
hench,
to
bro.
bulk up.
Yeah, he gotta get
Yeah,
hench.
we get hitched. Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah,
You
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He
a lot
gotta
of
get
people are
broader
saying
shoulder.
him. I mean, I could looking at him. I could kind of see it.
Mm.
I don't know
I can
if I
kind of
see
see it.
that.
He
He
be
do
low
have-
on my priority
He does
list.
have
but-
to get ripped, or he does have to get ripped.
Mm.
But he does have kind of like that essence.
Mhm.
That spooky.
I can see him as like a.
I can see him as Mysterio. Yeah, a younger Doom. Cool. Yeah, he got to be
Mhm.
like Doom. Like this, I feel like there's not like much mystery behind Doom. Doom is like, Nick, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah,
real.
but once they throw him behind the
forward.
mask, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, like
Also true.
again, they're not. None of us are consulted. Ain't nobody.
No,
hit me up
yeah.
from
This
Disney.
is
Asking me.
this is
Bro.
this is a spitball, bro. I'm about to say like these niggas ain't picking up my calls. They not.
Dead ass.
Mm-mm.
I'm about to
Yeah,
drop 40K to have some input.
No,
On my
no.
emoji shit, bro.
It's 40K for Nintendo. You have to do it.
Yeah, for you, you gotta sell. You gotta sell two houses.
At least
You gotta
$1
sell your
million.
house and one you don't own. I'm about to say.
I'm not to compare stocks, but y'all can keep going.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. All right, we'll see about
That's
Doom though.
actually
We'll see
funny.
about Doom. All right. Sliding a little bit forward while one figures out those numbers. Sega
Okay,
has
so
been.
Nintendo
Oh,
stock,
go ahead. Yeah.
$53. A Disney stock, $96 and rising.
Mm.
So
Right. Well,
about
it's a little
80K
bag.
minimum.
It's a little
You know,
bag.
that's a pricey penny.
You
And
know what I'm saying?
that's not
That's just to
including
get in the
number of
room.
shares.
And
That's just a share. They might have more
Facts.
shares, so you might have
Yeah,
to buy
the
more
requirement. Yeah. That's facts. I'm about to say, hey man, just to get in the room to potentially ask a question. You might not even get your turn. That's crazy, bro.
Bro.
Anyways, so Sega's been getting amped up lately over the thought of getting Atlas games adapted to movies and TV shows in the future. So some of the chat has been going on at Sega, and they've been really expressing interest over this topic. And the Sega head of entertainment production for TV and film stated, together, Sega and Atlas are working to bring these stories and worlds to life through new mediums and for new audiences. So general thoughts on Sega trying to push Atlas games into the big screens.
Go ahead, one.
No, I was gonna say, I just love the idea of like Sega getting excited about a thought. Like, yo, I just thought of something. They're like, whoa, let's go, finally.
I'm dead.
Persona anime. Can't wait. I mean, Persona live action. Can't wait to see it. Whoa. Arsene live with the bomb CGI. Yippity skippity fucking doo-dah. Oh my god, I'm shitting. Oh my god, Shinigami Tensei. You know, Westerners are gonna love that story. You know, with live action, amazing.
I will say this. a live action Yakuza or even a Yakuza anime would be cool.
Would be cool. That's
Fire.
very grounded. But then
That's a good idea. They don't do those.
you have to capture essence
Yeah.
of Yakuza
Mhm.
that I don't think you really. Maybe you can.
That's tough though. It's tough. Also come off as bland. That's Yakuza as a specific blend of just like action, fun, story. It has a lot into it. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Woven into his
of
DNA.
the action that they won't be able to capture. That it's something very wacky about.
It's just
Yakuza's
off the wall
fighting system, right?
Even like in
niggas get hit with DDTs and drop kicks, full body in the street in full body suits, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
getting smacked in the head with bats. Like, come on, dog.
in Judgment, which is made by the same, but basically the team from the old team from the other Yakuza games. There's a car chase scene where the dude like literally pushes somebody off of a skateboard and like does skateboard tricks and catches up with this guy. Like he's like on the back of the car with a skateboard. I'm like, I just don't know if y'all could do that a live action and it looked good.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah. So, I mean, a Shenmue movie would be cool, I guess.
Yeah. Basically, the game is a movie.
Yeah. The Shenmue was an anime, right? Didn't they drop a Shenmue anime recently?
Yeah,
like the past year or two ago.
Games because the Persona 5 anime was ass, straight ass, horrible, just the worst waste of time.
I heard bad things about the World Ends With You anime too. They're like, oh, if you want to know about the game,
also heard. I was really excited
That's
about
tough. That hurts.
I was excited about that because I wanted to watch the anime and play the game, but then I kept hearing the anime was ass. I was like, well, that just
no point.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, more media coming out is always a good thing. It just has to be handled right. Yeah. And we know these companies do not care about handling their properties right. It's easier to make something cost effective, release it to the world, and hope it does good.
Yeah. It's just it has to make sense, man. That's also something in the trailer that we always talk about. It doesn't make sense to even do this thing. And seeing, I don't know too much about Persona, but seeing that in live action, I don't know if all of that translates, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some big ass bubble-headed black cat just walking around and stuff like that. Do you think that makes would it look good in that context? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about making sense. And I don't think a lot of the Atlas
the two biggest franchises
the biggest sense.
The two biggest franchises they have, Atlas specifically, are Shinigami Tensei and Persona.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 times out of 10, we will probably get a live action show of one of those two. Those will not translate well. In live action. I hear it, man. But Sega, you know what I'm saying? Sega trying to get that bag though, so it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, moving on to the last story of the trailer trove, we had DC drop a new trailer for the upcoming film Batman and Superman Battle of the Super Sons, dropping us into a story where all of the adults have seemingly been put under the influence of Sorrow the Conqueror from the looks of it, and it's up to John Kent and Damian Wayne to save the day. Now, general thoughts on this, man. I've seen some thoughts about the style, just the plot and stuff like that. I mean, DC really don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they particularly miss some movies at all. So, I mean, it looks like an interesting watch. How y'all feel about it? Animated movies. Animated movies. Yes, animated movies, please. Asterisk, animated movies.
I heard really good things about like Samurai Batman or whatever it was called. Even though I hated that art style. I haven't watched it yet. I plan to. I just don't like CGI anime like that. Same problem I have with this one. It looks good though. I really love the dynamic of Superboy, basically Superboy and Damian Wayne. So like I will probably catch it because I do like that. There's a really cool story that DC had that had to do with like zombies, quote unquote, like their version of zombies, where like Damian and Superboy were essentially the new Batman and Robin because everybody was like taking over or whatever. So I can't wait to see this. I definitely will be catching it on a HBO Max.
It's gonna be on HBO. Okay, cool. So I haven't seen much besides like one pic of. I think they were complaining about Damian's hair. That's the only thing I saw.
Yeah, I was like, Mohawks are just not it, or whatever the fuck they think they're doing.
Wow. I mean, when when their kids are like 13, 14, they think that shit cool.
2016 me takes offense, by the way. Just want to let you know.
That was a nasty pick.
Man, fuck you.
How do I feel about this? It could be cool. It's cool. It look cool. I bang with the DC animated stuff. I mean, the art style. CGI is CGI. You know, it looks a little clunky, but you know, sometimes we watch stuff because we
Yeah.
just like it.
Yeah. And the craziest thing about me is like I'm not even mad at that CGI like that. I don't know why me personally. I know everybody has like generally there's been gripes about like that CGI type style. But then it just hit me the other day about like Iron Man Armored Adventures, that shit from 2008. Like they had like
Oh
that like
God.
that series. I don't know. I personally liked it. I don't know why from there
Mm-mm.
it kind of caught my eye, but I never, you know, struck out against the CGI type style like that. So I guess that's why I don't have so much of a problem with it, because I like that show from that time period. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I know people have their 2 cents about the art style. It's a little bit divisive. So I'm a call a spade is what it is. But the DC animated film, like literally, it should be a solid watch. So I'm
Yeah, it should
looking
be a
forward
solid
to it
watch.
actually.
They're never ass. There are a
Yeah.
few
Yeah.
mid ones. But they're
Yeah.
never ass.
I'll say that I'll watch it, but I'm probably just going to be still more excited about Harley Quinn season 3 than I will.
Oh, 100%. Yes. Yeah. No. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Harley Quinn's that's a crazy show.
Fantastic.
I was about to
It's
say
fantastic.
that's a fantastic show, by the way. But yeah, all right, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's all we got for the trailer trove. We got a couple more stories to run through. So moving on to kind of content creation and platform type news. This week, Twitch got some unveiling for a brand new feature to the streaming platform entitled Guest Star. Now, this feature will enable streamers to invite any Twitch user into their stream with full audio, video, and screen sharing capability. Think of like a Zoom or Microsoft Teams for Twitch. It's going to roll out via OBS plugin or Twitch Studio. Each guest, which there's a max of 5, has their own source link, which you can configure around your screen to basically just mitigate any screen reshuffles. Like if somebody leaves a Discord and like the whole camera things have to shift around, that gets reduced and removed. Basically, it's going to be in beta right now, going to be rolled out to everyone eventually, and you will have the choice to turn off or on requests, customize who can request, have favorites out of a list, and have mod privileges for that feature and more. So, how do y'all feel about Guest Star?
I am happy that YouTube is making these boys sweat like this, because they are. This is the first year I've seen people be like, yo, Twitch is coming out with some new shit, and they say that consistently. We still haven't gotten squad streaming, and that shit was announced when I started streaming. So like, I'm happy that these motherfuckers is finally taking shit serious. Like they finally like leaning forward and shit, because that gravy train is coming to a stop, my boys. This is cool. I mean, this just kind of sounds like just hopping in a Discord call, but hey, whatever y'all want to do. Maybe it integrates the chats together, like that would be cool. But I don't know what's gonna happen here. Maybe this is what they are gonna do for squad streaming or whatever. Maybe this is how they're gonna change that. But
Yeah.
shout out to them for trying new shit. Really.
Facts.
I don't have nothing to say. I think it's, hey man, give more features to the creators so the creators can create.
Yep.
Literally. And I think you just wrapped it up perfectly, Grizz.
Yeah, facts. I got nothing, but yeah, again, YouTube on your ass, so you better keep innovating or else. I'm about to say that's literally it for that.
And keep up in that split.
Facts.
5% at a time.
Facts. I'm gonna need that every 2 weeks, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Get on it.
Price of the brick going up.
Facts. Let them know. All right, on to the second to last story, the penultimate story. So we had a showcase this week coming from Tencent. And they just had highlighted a whole bunch of stuff that they've been working on. And their Lightspeed studio revealed a brand new open world AAA game that's been based on the world of Jinyong Wuxia, which is like it's a super popular, comes from a super popular author. The genre just kind of like based on like a lot of martial artists and like their like legendary tales of their adventures and things like that. And Jin Yong, he started his works in 1957. It's a hugely popular novel series out in Asia, and people love it. And so that's being brought into this AAA game. There was a trailer for it that dropped. How are y'all feeling about this game?
I'm gonna wait till Wukong comes out. That's kind of how I feel about it. Like that'll be my intro to these kind of like I guess it would be Eastern games. Is that what we would refer to?
Eastern AAA open world, yeah.
I'm excited for Wukong because I know Wukong. And if I fucks with Wukong, then I'll definitely keep trying out these games. And by keep trying out, like I'm not against playing this at some point, but full price, my pockets is strapped, baby.
I don't know. The trailer looked kind of. The FPS was kind of. See a few stutters in there.
Mm.
It might be, I don't know how early or how late this game is supposed to come out. Done on Unreal Engine, that's cool. Open world, that's cool. All these games just like we just said, Wukong looks very similar to this. I know Wukong. I don't know Jin Woo Young.
Mm.
I don't know him. I'm not really that pressed. If the
Yeah.
homies, if y'all get it, y'all say, "Oh, this game's gas." I might give it a spin, but I don't know, man. I don't know how.
Yeah. It's not leaving me impressed much. Like I literally just downloaded like Naraka Blade Point, and
Mm.
it's giving me those vibes, low key. Like it could be just recency bias, but like I literally just saw the same trailer on Naraka Blade Point. I'm like, I don't know. Like
There was another game coming out for Xbox that was very similar to this. If you guys don't
Oh
remember,
yeah. It was on. It was like not
The-
Lubu. Lubu was in
Yes,
it. But
it was the Lubu joint. Yeah, I know you're talking about. It was the
like
it was
Wulong. I
it's
think
being
it
made
was
by
like
Ninja
Wulong.
Theory. Yeah, Wulong. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Wulong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Wulong. I feel like it's very good to be to
Yeah,
experience
Wolong Fallen Dynasty. There it is.
to
Wolong.
experience other cultures from all over the world. So I think this is very good for people. There we go.
Yeah, to all people sending dick pics is maybe a learn lesson for you, dickhead. So, I'm about to say. So, for me personally, this actually got me super excited to actually just learn more about the wuxia, like the whole genre of books that they have over there and stuff like that. Like, I fuck with Eastern culture. This shit's dope. So, me seeing those types of games kind of make their way to the West and just on a global presence be exposed so we can get more into that. I might try and find like little short stories or stuff where I can like tap into a novels or just look at the author's works and see what's going on and what we might be getting into. For my first look, it was like, I guess like Black Myth Wukong deals more like the supernatural and like super godly side, and then like the wuxia type of genre deals with like demigods, half gods, and like the martial arts more kind of like I guess more close to earth, like humanistic, but they still have some crazy power type stories. So it's like two halves of the same coin, just one's like the first half, one's the second half. So interesting to see where that stems from. Again, gameplay looks it looks pretty straightforward, looks pretty good. They still have to work on again polishing, make sure the flash is there. One thing I will say, how do you make the art style, how do you make things stand out to be distinct from one another? You know what I'm saying? Especially in terms of that. So if Tencent's going to be making all these AAA games, how do you make them distinct from one another? Because again, with Wukong, with Black Myth, we can see exactly how that's different. You can see exactly what the influence is from, again, that type of game. Again, literally, and it's so easy for them to again just kind of work off of the different aesthetics, the different enemies you might run into, the environments, the enemy types. Again, like what a lot of people might not be as knowledgeable on the stories where they come from and stuff like that, especially in Western markets. Motherfuckers are stupid and ignorant, so we're not going to tap into it as much. You know what I'm saying? In terms of doing research and figuring out, okay, what's this game? What's this based on? What are some of the the draws and pulls? So how do you make it distinct off the rip? And how do you really set that standard of, hey, this is a different game. This is our own thing. It's based off of this world. Come join us. How do you make that good first impression? I think that's going to be really important for this game. Black Myth Wukong, I agree with Wen. It's going to be like that first break into the space. Like, hey, we do this. That's going to be that first impression.
Yeah.
If Black Myth Wukong comes out and it's fire, people going to be like, yo, okay, they do this for real. We're tapped into what Tencent Lightspeed's doing. And then that second game is going to be real important to set that standard of, hey, listen, we're going to go this direction, but we still do this. So interested to see it. Again, not as excited as I am for Black Myth Wukong, but still interesting. And again, if they polish it up, it could be a crazy flashy game.
Yeah.
And I'm all for like super flashy, super like into it, like action, combat RPG. So hey, I'm with it.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm.
Do you? I don't know. Me personally, I'm gonna ask you guys this: do you see these games being super popular in Western markets?
No.
Potentially.
I potentially yes. I say no. Because of so we have things like Seafood, Dynasty Warriors, Ghost of Tsushima, and then you have this something original where like you have Wukong, Like you're playing as a fucking like monkey man team.
Yeah.
Like that's
Hmm.
fire. It's a great concept. But I think because the West is so, I'm not gonna say obsessed, but obsessed with like Eastern culture when it comes to like swords fight,
Yeah, they
sword
fixate on
fighting,
certain portions of Eastern culture,
certain
the martial
portions.
artistry and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yes, but when it comes to the actual
Culture.
culture,
Or at least
no,
something different
because
from the base of what they know.
right. So that's why I say we have things like Sifu, we have things like Ghost of Tsushima. We I don't see what's the name of this previous game? Not Wukong, but uh
Jin Young.
Jin Yang, right. To me, it just looks like something that won't thrive here. It looks flashy, looks cool, great, but I think we've had enough of that art style to say we don't need to play this. As a Westerner, I don't think that we will be driven towards that game specifically.
Yeah.
It just
I feel like for the
something
general
about it.
for the general populace, yeah, I feel like they won't be enticed. I know me
Yeah.
personally, I was raised off of Asian RPG, so I'm gonna definitely be like at
Yes,
least looking
no,
out
Yeah,
for this shit. I know me
facts.
personally, like I will, like I'm
Oh.
out here because
Right, and
it's
it's not
different.
like
It's
and it's
different
not like
sauce.
Lu Bu where like I grew
Yeah,
up on
Lu Bu
Dynasty
too.
Warriors. Exactly. So I
Like,
think
roll along
this
at me.
being a new original IP, I don't think that it's going to get the traction that it may deserve here in
I feel like
the
it'll be a
Western
sleeper thing.
Hemisphere.
If it comes out quality, it'll have that sleeper effect. We're like, oh shit, people, oh this game's actually fire. Okay, let's look into it, and then it'll start to snowball. Like it's gonna be.
It'll have to have something besides flashy swords
Mhm.
play and like great graphics.
I was going to say two things. Well, first thing to answer my own question, I feel like Americans or Westerners, let's just say Westerners, like Asian culture, but only when it's stuff they're familiar with. One,
Yep.
and when it's
Yes.
when it's not too Asian, right?
Yeah.
I feel like this is getting into. I hope I don't want. I'm not. Hope this
I
don't come off
understand what you're saying. Yeah, I
but
agree.
like when
It's
shit
getting
gets
too far from their comfort zone, and it's
far from their
actually it's
comfort zone,
authentic.
yes.
It's authentic to their culture, but it's something that
See,
people have never seen before. You know what I'm saying?
people
Or at least
like us
Westerners have
who are
never seen
more
before.
open-minded to
Yeah.
like different types of stuff
Mhm.
would be like, okay, I don't know anything about Jin Young. I don't know about the novels. Like when you was telling me this, cuz been writing novels since 1956. Something in me sparked. I was like, oh, I might check one of these out.
Mhm.
Watching
Yo,
YouTube
I
video,
had the same
stuff
feeling
like
when I
that.
first read it. Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, but like, see, Johnny in Middle America
Yeah.
can't less.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's why Sifu did so well because it was like Americanized.
Yeah.
Chad in Florida, who plays Call of Duty, could care less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
what
about
I'm
to say.
saying?
I'm about to
So
say. I'm about to say. What's it called? Skylar sending dick pics about God of War Ragnarok. I don't think he's checking this out. I don't think he's
Right.
checking it out.
See,
Sorry.
and that's the thing about this game. It's going to be very niche in the Western market. I feel like Tencent wants a piece of our pie because if they didn't, they wouldn't be trying to market towards us. They would just be staying in the Asian countries like they were prior. But they know they know over here we're consumer driven. So why not try to get our consumer driven money dollars over here? So I don't know. Like I said, I think this could be a sleeper hit. I'm sitting here thinking, can it be as big as I would want a game like this to be? Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say is like I fully agree. It's kind of just sad. Like because you can even just like I'll tell you like one big experience that I had like recently this year was like I remember I was like, yeah, I want some really good Chinese food, right? And all the Chinese foods around me, like they just started going downhill. So I looked up like what's the best Chinese food, and I just went to the one with the best reviews. It was authentic Chinese food, and I was like so out of my comfort zone. But then like when I actually sat down and was like, all right, let me just sit here. I had a great ass time, and I'm definitely
Yeah.
and I'm going back. But it's like a lot of people, if you ask them like, what's your favorite like
It's the hood spot.
or what's your favorite yeah, what's your favorite taco spot? They'll be like, oh, I just go to a taco bar, I go to a Tex-Mex spot. Like these kinds of people, they're not gonna venture outside of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and that's the problem is that this game is gonna be authentically Eastern, and a lot of these
Yes.
motherfuckers are gonna be like, it's not really for me.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit my vibe. And it'll be the same people who will like
Who are weeaboos?
No, yeah, who will tweet about like Naruto and will talk all about that, like whatever. Like they'll talk about all this crazy cool anime shit. But then when it's like, yo, have you ever tried like this is a game that's based in, and I know this isn't Japanese, but like I'm saying, like this is Eastern culture. This is another
This is
culture.
lore.
that-
Naruto
yeah, this
is pure lore.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is what the type of shit that Naruto is based off of. They'll be like, oh, it's just not for me because of like something stupid or whatever.
Yep, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We Americans love Asian and Eastern culture when it's palatable to us.
Yeah.
And when it starts getting a little too authentic, like when I can say that Chinese food example is amazing. You ask somebody what their favorite Chinese food is, they say Panda Express. But if you take them to a real Mandarin spot where like they're eating motherfucking duck and
Yeah.
all these different type of like buns and type of shit that's really authentic to their culture, that Chinese culture, they're like, whoa, buddy.
Yeah.
Where's
It's
the
too
orange
much.
chicken? Like,
Where's
Right.
the-
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So-
man. It's just people's just a level of uncomfort
Bias.
with things that are outside. Yeah, bias, man. It's too far outside of their range, so they think, oh, it's foreign to me. I'm not gonna do it, instead of actually trying to give it a shot. And I understand that where it is, but again, if it hits and the gameplay is real quality and like there's a lot of good quality elements in it, I think it will catch on a little bit further than people might be letting on. You know what I'm saying? So like it might catch that nice little cult following, you know what I'm saying? And it grow into a nice little, like a bit higher of a rollout because people are starting to
Sekiro.
notice outside of it. Second row. Yeah.
I
Stuff
was
like
gonna say,
that.
I was gonna say Lightspeed could, and it's funny. It's so fucking funny. I know we want to get to the next topic. It's so
Dude.
funny you said Sekiro because Lightspeed could be in their Demon Souls era of making video games, where they're making when FromSoft first came out, they were making hella games, yada yada. But what they get popular for, the Souls series, nobody was really playing Demon Souls, but a few people. The more people start playing Dark Souls, and then they just this. So this could be the early era of a company making games, and then 10, 20 years from now,
everybody turn around.
Everybody's gonna go back. So and we're gonna be playing Jin Woo remastered on PS8. So
right next to your Persona 5 RR.
Persona 5 R squared. Like what, nigga? What is that? Like, bro, but yeah, we'll see. We're gonna see it down the road. We'll see it down the road. All right, last story for today. So the team at Full Circle and EA have rolled out, or ollied out, I should say, of the woodworks and popped out a new trailer for the first official gameplay look of Skate in pre-alpha form. But they packed a lot of little interesting details in there, man. So they also, alongside that first, that's trailer for official gameplay, they dropped a play test. They said it's going to be available now for anybody who's willing to, come in, try the game, help with the development, and they're underway. So what are we thinking about all this, man? Skate actually is moving along. What's going on?
One of my favorite game franchises ever to be made to ever touch a system. I mean, I skate in real life, nigga. Like, I love Skate. I'm excited, bro.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I need this in my veins. I am one of those people who watch Skate 3 content to this day. And yes, there is Skate 3 content being made every day. So yeah, hey man, finally, right?
Yeah,
finally.
EA, listen to the fans.
Yeah, there's a lot of franchises that EA just left in the dust, which is funny from a company that like really could use some good games coming out. But I'm happy that they didn't get washed out. I'm happy that that they're still making a Skate game. I really want this game to be as good as it possibly can, so that they can open their eyes and be like, oh shit, people who actually like the games that they liked back then, those people are still around and they'll still buy more. And
they have money now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, like imagine if we brought back some good IPs. Like, yeah. So I'm excited to see the new Skate.
So, I think for me, this just proves my point that Sly Cooper would be great in today's gen. But who am I?
How does Skate have anything to do with this? Oh, you Sly. It was Sly.
All I'm saying is, I'm kind of indifferent about Skate. I didn't really play Skate. I played like Tony Hawk. I didn't play Skate, but I'm always happy that people who enjoyed games are getting the games that they still love. So happy for y'all. I mean, I didn't really play it. I'll probably play it because it looks fun as hell. I never hated the game. I just never played them. But you bring back an IP that people love, and you're going to see the results that you want to see. Bring back Sly Cooper, you bastards.
I just think it's interesting that they're releasing Skate at this point, and I feel like there's been so many Skate ripoffs, Skate XL.
Oh yeah, Skate XL, Session,
all these type of games. I feel like EA should have been.
But they're slow until that's a lot of companies. And also the same companies, when they saw Callisto Protocol, they're like, oh shit, Dead Space remake, let's go. The same people that did that. So it's like, it's not out their wheelhouse. So I feel like when people see enough momentum behind, little like side projects that are, I guess, inspired or have that some sort of DNA or inspiration from those IPs, then they'll be like, oh shit, we might need to revisit this. People are kind of buying into that. Let's tap back in. So maybe they're like laggards in their own system. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're behind the cosh in their own system. They'll see everything grow. They're not the early movers to the IP. You know what I'm saying? Okay, after stuff settles down, people want it back. Like, we don't hear y'all. Then they start buying other games that look like it. Like, oh shoot, let's tap back in. So maybe that's why they're always late on that stuff. But speaking on Skate itself, this is pre-alpha. I'm taking it with a grain of salt. But from what I've seen so far, if I wasn't excited before, I'm super excited now. Like, looking at everything from like the body control, how they like upped it so much you can parkour the spots again, like the flips you can do on the set of wheels and off it and stuff like that looks really, really cool. Looks really, really fluid. And again, just looking at like how they're trying to implement stuff into this game, the cosmetics and the clothes fixes actually look pretty solid. The man had a Dior shirt on. I seen all the drip he was put on. So like the brand inclusions that they could have in there. Again, if you like saw a part of the trailer as well, it had like a little like a comment bubble that kept popping up. I saw grip tape customization. I saw so many different things that looked like they were considering all of them. They're probably going to implement most of those joints. So that's really cool. And one thing I think people might be undercutting as a part of this trailer, look how many people were in these shots. Look how many people were just in those shots of the games. Like,
that's
there was
crazy.
Like groups of 20 people, groups of whatever, just watching skate grinds, you know what I'm saying? Like watching, moving, traversing all over the place. They really want this. I think it's going to be a really, again, just this big online open world. Like, again, like GTA lobby, skate. GTA lobby, just skating around doing your thing. And that's going to be insane. And I feel like on top of that, I hope that they can really, again, just hone down on all these modes that make the game fun. The Hall of Meats, you know what I'm saying? Like the little skate battles and stuff like that, like the spot battles and stuff. Like so many different things that made skate. They need to crank it up to like an 11. And I think they're planning on that. But right now it's just like the bare roots of making sure the gameplay is good and making sure the capacity for the game, whether it be in the open world or wherever spot that they're in, making it really quality. But it looks good so far, man. I signed up for that playtest quick as hell, bro. The site crashed, I think, a couple times. There was like a waiting list for some people trying to get into the playtest, bro. Like, it looks
I didn't sign
good.
up to the playtest because I just want to play it when they come out.
I'm
excited, but
I'm open. I'm horny for that shit. I'll be on the playtest like as soon as it drops. I will openly admit that shit.
Then I'll be jealous that I ain't signed up for it. I can see that.
I'm dead.
But yeah, man, skate looks really, really good, man. I'm telling you. I feel like also one thing is being undercut is like the level of marketing that they're doing. Like they're keeping it honest, they're keeping it light, they're keeping it really like they're making a really, really good like, campaign trail with the first few trailers that they drop. Again, it's like a community. It feels like community. It feels like, hey, listen, bro, we just stopping in, stopping in to update you guys. We're not dead, we're alive. Like again, just the tone of voice and stuff that they're using, the details that they're providing really, again, connects people back with the franchise. And again, like everybody's going crazy over it. YouTube going crazy over it. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody online has been like just like salivating over this stuff. Like Skate, I'm glad that they're on the path to coming back, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, man, we're here. But yeah, with that being said, that's all the notes we got on the pod, man. Any stories that we might have missed for the week, y'all? Anything that might have slipped past on the show notes?
That streamer dude who had 2.5 million people in his chat recently. His name is Iban. He's a European Mexican streamer.
Oh,
he did some event. He just surpassed like the record.
Oh, yeah. He was some live event. Yeah, he did break the concurrent viewer record. You're right.
Yep.
Oh,
you're
wow.
right.
3 million people in the stream at once.
Insanity, bro. Insanity, bro.
3 million people. He is, and he got 400 followers. 400,000.
3 million? Oh, I'm about to say
400,000 followers.
Damn.
49,000 subs.
Golly.
And on top of his, already 30,000+ subs, so extra 49,000. And what was the last thing? He is now he is the 5th most followed streamer on the website.
That's
Man's
crazy.
made 245K.
Let me get his ad again so I can like add some money real quick. Let me just get that ad one more time.
Hey, you know we cousins, right?
Yeah.
Came up.
Mi hermano, come on, bro. What's up? What's poppin', dog?
Primo.
I thought that was
wild.
interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting. Crazy how like, and also goes to show like how, again, insular people think sometimes like, oh yeah, the biggest streamers are in America, right? They're like ninja and shit like that. No, like some of these motherfuckers don't hold a candle.
This
you know what I'm
man
saying?
don't speak
to that dude
English. Yeah.
To that dude from Spain, to the I'm about to say that so many people around the world, man. Their followings are crazy. It's a lot bigger than just English speaking folks, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Like y'all need to pay attention outside. Wow,
There's 4
man.
point something billion people on Earth, bro. Never forget that.
Facts,
Crazy.
bro. But yeah, that being said, that's all we got for the pod, man. Hey, listen, just wanted to say rate this bitch 5 stars because it's been a hell of an episode. You know what I'm saying? So much content, bro. I thought we was never gonna get off that first topic, bro. I promise y'all was going crazy.
It's gonna be a minute
on it, yo.
Yeah, it could have been. There could have been a whole episode. I'm not gonna lie to you, but listen, I appreciate all the energy and effort. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put them off the rip, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, man. But so again, rate this bitch 5 stars. Apple Podcast, Spotify, 5 stars, bro. 5 knuckle shuffle, bro. Like John Cena in this bitch, bro.
We need 5 stars or else.
Need that 5, bro. And then share it around and tell them to drop 5 on it too. Or else you pull it up like Debo, bro. Coming for your chain, bro. And your PS5 monitor. Real talk. Anyways, before we sign off, man, just thank you to our guests today. Of course, Grizz on 13 and Charles Sauce. Charles, if you want to start by giving your last closing messages, the floor is yours.
Let's see. Be more like Momoji and don't be like people that send dick pics to harass devs and people who don't have anything to do with release dates.
Momiji supremacy, baby.
Yes, sir. Momiji supremacy. We need to lobby to get Sly Cooper back into the regular rotation for Sony. And those are my last remarks.
Fair. Charles the Sauce, man. You can find him on Twitter at Charles No Sauce, YouTube Charles the Sauce, TikTok Charles the Sauce. Make sure you find him, man. Make sure you find him and drop him a follow. Grizz on 13th, your closing notes for today's episode.
I want to say thank you guys for randomly having me on here. I appreciate it. I listen to your guys' podcast. It's always fun talking to people about gaming news because I can't talk to my real friends about it because not to say you guys know my real friends. I'm just talking about the niggas I go to the bars.
The real life niggas.
Yeah.
You can't bring up people sending dick pics to God of War at the bar, bro. I'm sorry. That's a pretty sensitive topic.
Random.
They just don't care. They want to talk to me about their kids and shit. I don't care about the dog. Yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you guys again. Also, let me see, closing remarks in terms of the world, gaming world. Please stop being weird about gaming stuff. We're here to have fun and we're here to enjoy ourselves, not to be fucking weirdos. So, hey, you can have a personality outside of gaming. It's really cool, it actually makes you a better person. So maybe you should pick up something like a sport or like
what a concept.
Maybe pick up cooking. Just do something other than just gaming. I had a few friends that just skateboard, and that's all they do, and they're really lame. So do something else. And you guys can follow me on Grizz on 13th. Just type it on search anything, and my YouTube will come up. It'll probably be a different name, maybe like GrizzOnTV.tv or GrizzOnTV.clips, but it's all me. If it's on 13th, it is me. So thank you guys for having me again, and yeah.
Already know, man. Diversify your bonds. Stop playing with them. Diversify your bonds. Went easy. Closing notes for the pod.
Yeah. Drink your water and stop being a weirdo. But I say that all the time. But yeah, big re-emphasis. Stop being a weirdo. Yeah.
Stop it.
Stop. Facts, bro.
It's drastic.
Please.
Hey,
we are begging.
Listen. My closing notes is shout Shouts to everybody, man. Shouts to everybody supporting the pod, doing the thing, bro. We might have some special things. We might have like a short impromptu. I don't know how we gonna do it, but we might have to do something at DreamCon, bro. Just little tidbits, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the show floor or whatever. I don't know how we gonna map it out, but we'll see. We'll see that down the line, man. But shouts to everybody supporting the pod, you know what I'm saying, showing us love, sharing us around. Please continue to do so and let people know that we about to be one of the best damn podcasts. If we are not already, we damn sure about to be. See, I better recognize, man, 29 episodes deep and we doing the damn thing, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Make sure you guys follow the pod at No Cooldown Pod on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Just search in No Cooldown on any audio platform and you will be there. Stitcher, Spotify, Apple, Anchor. Just type in No Cooldown and you will find us. Yeah, listen, I don't even know if we're on facts for the video version and to support my boy Wen. Make sure you guys follow Wotaku channel on YouTube. That is WOTAKU space channel on YouTube. Went easy on all of the platforms. For myself, that man trip on all the platforms, man. I'm about to say social medias and YouTube alike. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Growth as well. Of course, a couple of the Growth homies in here today. Make sure you check on Growth at All for Growth on Twitter. A lot of big stuff is coming. You don't want to miss it from No Cooldown side, from personal side, and from Growth side. It's too much content, too much dope stuff coming your way. You guys don't get left behind. Don't get left behind, man. But yeah. That's all we got for episode 29 of No Cooldown. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.
We out of there.